floors on Concord. Don't need no chicken dripping, say that's for liftings. No scrubs here, strictly more thugs there. Check the listings, no pigeons, slash broke chicks. Out to get rich off the next bro shit. Instead of TOC, you give us brothers B.I.G. Trouble was in Squatty D. Huddle came with the illest rebuttal.
Y'all chicks ain't getting out of. Pussy ain't worth the Ramada.
Uptown, baby! Uptown, baby!
What's going on, everybody? My name is DJ Kuda. We are right back at the helm of today's show. I am here in the flesh, in the building. Shout outs to everybody here. Welcome to the show. Giving y'all some high quality content day in and day out, man. Definitely please hit the like button on the way in. Show some love, show some respect. We are growing Player Talk family. And I want you guys to know, man, I appreciate all the love and support. Please hit the like button. Please support the show today. I got a great show for you guys. Giving y'all some fire content, man. It's Player Talk Radio. Shout outs to Tech Rel in the building as always. Shout outs to Bronze, Flat Power God. Let's go. Always in the His House showing love. Shout outs to Shaka Nulu. Let's go. Shout outs to the Player Talk. Shout outs to Cope Approach in the building. What's going on, player? Player Talk alumni in full effect, man. Definitely come in, come through, show some love. Hit the poll, hit the Cash App, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, but hit everything. You know what I'm saying? Shit, shoot everything like a motherfucker, you know?
Sprinkle.
He said, even though I crashed out on Tax Stone, over him, you said Player Talk Radio was good, man. And everything is everything. Cope Approach, good to see you, bro. Yeah, man, need you on these airwaves, man. It's Player Talk Radio. Shout outs to everybody in the building, man. We doing good, man. Bro, I hope you guys been tuned into these shows, and I hope if you catch these shows on the replay, you guys definitely hit the like button and support these shows on air, off air. You support Player Talk Radio and surprise me with support because you care. You know what I'm saying? Think about me as much as I think about you when I do what I do. It's Player Talk Radio. We in the building. So look, I got, we're gonna talk about it. We gonna have a series that we're gonna do. We got Keisha's cousin, which is the Chiquita, We call it the Chiquita, the banana tamer. You know what I'm saying? The banana tamer. Hold on. Let me hold on. Goddamn. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold up. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I need to fix this real quick. Give me 2 minutes. Hit the like button. It's the perfect time to support the show. 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Welcome to Player Talk Radio with DJ Kuda, the hottest DJ in the manosphere. Let's
All right, we back. Is it weird? I feel like you're the only one I can call. Shouts to our girl Sally Matter, man. But yeah, no, we got these different archetypes, man. We got these different archetypes of Keishas, you know, that's coming through, you know. So instead to UFO kamikaze in the building. Yeah, like I said, we back. All right, hold on. We are back. All right, my bad. All right, let's get back into it, okay? Let's get back into it. So, like I said, you know, we got the Chiquita, you know, as give me 1 second. As Player Talk alumni, y'all know a lot of the slang and a lot of the terms that are in the manosphere came from the third shift from back in the day. So, you know, and we're going to get into it. You know, while a lot of y'all favorite content creators are still talking about Anton and Corey, we pushing on and we moving on. You know what I'm saying? We pushing on and we moving on. We got some other stuff coming down the pipeline. We're gonna be innovating and doing our thing. All right. So like I said, recently, if y'all haven't paid attention, we've seen the rise of Keisha's cousins, the Chiquita, you know, or the Chiquita, you know. You can say Chiquita, you can say Chiquita, you can say Chiquita. You can group. You know, we got a lot of that we're gonna talk about. You know, just newly added the banana tamer. I'm gonna try to get these episodes out, man. I need y'all, yeah, Chiquita the Eater, you know, Chiquita the Eater, you know. Hold on, y'all. So, I got a couple of archetypes, okay? Because think about it. This week, we've seen so many different ones. We seen Dana. She was complaining about being lonely and all this other stuff, and then she left out. She was 300 pounds heavier. We seen Mika. You know, I'm not gonna say she's a side chick, but we seen Mika. You know, the TradCon conservative Keisha, the conservative Keisha. We seen this other girl that Tommy Sotomayor again was arguing with. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different types. Chiquita is crazy. You know, are moving into the phase where we have so many different archetypes of you know, kind of like pick-me chicks. And that's what the Chiquita is. She's kind of like the pick-me chick, you know. Shout outs to the real pick-me's. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna we're gonna have to separate. We're gonna have to separate the fruit, from the pears and the bananas from the papayas and the fucking butternut squash from whatever. I don't know, man. But there's a lot of, and respectfully, I got to do this. I mean, I'm very innovative, and so is my audience and stuff like that. We are very innovative, and we just gonna go. We got Love Dorsey. We got a lot of Keishas that we got Keisha's cousins that we got to get past. So I think I got a series that's coming up. And we're going to go over the archetypes. Like, we're going to go over the Keisha. We're going to go over the egalitarian Keisha. We're going to go over the egalitarian Keisha. We're going to go over the DT's Keisha, inspired by Alan Roger Curry, the erotic hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go over the Chiquita, Keisha's cousin, the pick-me Keishas. So we're going to go over the banana tamer. We're going to go over the LinkedIn lover. I put this shit together, y'all. I got the banana tamer, the LinkedIn lover, the soft life strategist, the podcast philosopher, situationship survivor. Those are what we call relationship war vets. Then we're gonna go over, the Instagram diplomat, the spiritual oracle, the reform city girl, the healing girl era. We're gonna go over them all, man. So look forward to it and tell some of your favorite content creators to react. I just don't know. I'm putting it together. I just don't know how I'm going to do the rollout. But I might start using some of these pick-me's as a somewhat of an example. Nothing personal, just somewhat of an example. We got the married Keishas too, I mean, they hadn't their commentary to the space, so we might as well throw in the married Keishas, because some of them ain't no better than some of these hypocritical married dudes, But if you solid, man. But anyway, man, it's Player Talk Radio. Shout outs to everybody here. Please hit the Cash App, hit the like button. I got you guys, man. It's always up. It's Player Talk Radio. Let's get into it. Pick up where we left off. We got the Asiatic Keisha here. Hold up. Let's get into it. Shout outs to MTR. Start going over some of this stuff, man. And then, we got more stuff from that lady. Y'all girl, the what you call it, the Haitian lady, the garbage pit. Hey yo, yeah, I think this series we can have fun with it. I think this series is gonna be diabolical, man. Y'all hold me down. This Player Talk Radio. Let's get it.
Are terrified of marriage. Why? Because they fear divorce. If you are marrying a woman.
Give me 1 second. Because you know what? This was already open, so we're going to reload it.
Most men are terrified of marriage. Why? Because they fear divorce. If you are marrying a woman that ultimately on a subconscious level is telling you that she does not choose you all the way, that there are caveats or conditions on the way that she chooses you, or because you made her sacrifice something that meant something to her, you think that's going to be the only thing you sacrifice in marriage?
I will tell you this flat out. I am not scared to lose a man. I am not scared to
That's
get
the
divorced.
problem.
And no, it's not.
That's the
I
way.
will always choose myself.
It is goofy, bro. Hey, y'all gonna see how masterful this Chiquita theory, gets tied back in. I told y'all like to date these little baby gorillas and shit, so we gonna have fun with this. Let's get it.
Problem.
I will choose.
You choose your first, but not a man.
Always first. And then my kids, and then God. And I'm gonna tell you,
God come third? Damn.
let me tell you.
Where's my horn?
She thinks she cooking. She thought she ate. She said her kids come before God. What the fuck? So I was thinking the other day, I know I say a lot of wild shit on the show for shock value, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of it is, actually ironically funny and eerie at the same time. I was telling y'all, and I tell y'all this all the time, for years, I love being a man, because, shout outs to the women that do it, and shout outs to the good sisters and the women that hold it down and stuff like that. But I couldn't be a woman. Every month, my coochie trying to kill me. That I'm not putting up with that. I'm not putting up with that. I don't know. I wouldn't trust my own coochie if it's trying to kill me. But then I thought about it, I was like, damn, where do a lot of women learn this love-hate relationship and learn to love the love and hate at the same time? Like they learn this back and forth hypocritical love-hate relationship, because feelings are hypocrites of each other, right? And then I'm like, where do women get this love-hate relationship? And the thing about it is from their genitalia. Think about it. They play with themselves, they love themselves, they, whatever, cool, it's your body, right? But for a week or maybe a couple of days out of the month, your coochie is trying to fucking kill you. It has to be miserable. It has to be the most love-hate-ish thing that you can do with your own damn self. I just say I get it. They're conflicted. They're conflicted because you can't do shit about it. Well, you can, but you can't. I mean, you can, but you can't. I'm glad I'm a man because we don't have those problems. Thank God. But we got bigger problems to fry. Let's go.
Content today. We're going to head over to the other side of the internet to the Decisions podcast. Now, this is a rebrand. They used to call themselves Horrible Decisions, and they probably realized that labeling yourselves whores.
What's going on, D?
Doesn't make much business sense if you want to receive sponsorships. Sort of like labeling yourself as a whore doesn't make much sense if you want to get married. Analogy game strong. Nevertheless, they invited Dr. I don't even know if doctor is appropriate anymore, but Sarah Fortnite over there to have a discussion. And I will say, Sarah was absolutely cooking. I mean, just fish fried filet, all right? Making them understand that through their thought rocket ideology, they are of unmarriageable material. But the question here is simple, is that when you are in a serious relationship or a marriage, what should be the boundaries created with people outside of the marriage or friendships? So we're going to encroach on this conversation and unpack the difference of opinion here. All right, so let's get after it. Let's see how this plays out for our own assessment without further ado.
But I understand the intimacy that vacations are.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think like it makes sense to go.
Like,
why would my man go on a trip with one of his homegirls?
Why?
That's insane. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. But granted, we're all friends now.
Maybe they're going to
We've
Black
been
Ski
on-
Week.
What'd you say?
Said maybe they're going to Black Ski Week. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
It's just inappropriate for me. And also, this is the thing. None of us are just perfect people. I'm not a perfect person. The thing that
These modern waiting to have gotten goofier. You know what I'm saying? Like female locker room talk. Oh my God. Fucking new. God damn it. Oh my God. New, man.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
causes cheating. Cheating happens way before the act of sex. It's access. It's access again and again and again over time. It's like the Chinese proverb that says a drop of water dropping on a rock, same spot, over time will split the rock. It is the continuous access that you allow. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think so.
One drop of water again and again.
The only reason I don't know if I really believe it with friendship as much as I think someone at work could start a more of a budding relationship. Like I think that at the end of the day,
why do you think they say work wives and work husbands?
Yeah.
Of course,
it's inappropriate.
But I also think like
so you better work with the same sex if we get together.
What you mean? No.
Like, so now he got to go work at Morehouse? He can't be around women? Like, that's the thing. I just think.
I'm not saying he can't be around women. I'm not saying that.
Wait. You really think it's cool that, like, someone could be married and go on a vacation?
With a woman?
I don't think that would happen. I just don't see why that would happen. Like, when you get married. Like,
yeah, but they use all of our talking points, D. Everybody, if you're talking about dating and relationships now, they use all of our talking points. 1,000%.
What's the matter, Daddy? Bust all in there.
They use all of our talking points.
Like, you often now either you're with other friend groups, like that would be a thing where if we're married and we're living together, that you're planning a vacation with another person. That wouldn't happen.
No, I agree. It shouldn't happen.
No, but it wouldn't happen. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
But I'm saying that's like, bro, the last 3
But that's why y'all are taking it to the extreme.
Because the funny part is that they use high value man. Look at the women now use high value man. What were they calling high value men before? You know, other than a baller and all this other stuff. What were they calling high value man before? They didn't value man because they didn't really have a concept of the high value man. If you think of what they used to use before the concept, and even though Kevin Samuels bastardized that concept respectfully, you know, or turned it into his own thing, they were really talking about high value sponsors or tricks. You know, pay attention, y'all. The delusion. Throw some pixie dust on y'all, all right? Hit the like button, support the show. Please hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. We cooking. Let's get it.
Do I think that my husband or my partner can go and have lunch or dinner with just a woman one-on-one? Yes.
Oh, I agree too. Yes.
Okay.
She doesn't.
Wait,
that's what I'm saying.
Asia and him
cannot go and have dinner by themselves.
For what?
Like, we're taking it to the extreme.
Yeah, man of means. What the fuck does that mean? Let me throw you some glitter, girl.
With this vacation talk.
It's not cannot, but he also would not. That's the man I chose. I chose a man that sees the same inappropriate actions, the same that I see inappropriate actions.
That's not inappropriate.
So first,
like they just be coming up with imaginary niggas on the fly. Like, oh, every girl's supposed to be dating Mufasa. Oh my God, girl. Oh my God, girl. Like, oh my God, his strictness, him being so strict is so sexy. Every girl I know date Mufasa. You know, he's so strict. Every girl I date, I mean, every man I date is he's sexy because he's so strict. If your man don't allow you to drink and go to clubs and have male friends and post thirst trap and wear provocative clothes, he's not controlling you. He's protecting your dignity. And if you don't self-police your own relationship, You ain't with the right man. Oh my God, this shit makes me throw up.
They were talking about your spouse taking trips with someone of the opposite sex. That is way more of an outlier situation. That is not a normal conversation. But a normal conversation is around.
This is a good show. Get on in here, y'all. Hit the like button and the Cash App at the same time. Do it simultaneously, like you want to hit that baddie. Hit the like button, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Let's go to this poll real quick. Y'all took y'all booties to the poll. Pause. 9 votes. Who have you encountered more in modern dating? Who have you encountered more in modern dating? 22% says Keisha, 11% says the Chiquita, and 67% says both of them. Okay. And let me know, put a Y in the chat if you voted. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to tell me who you voted for, but if you can, and I'll read it on the, I'll put it on the big screen, teleprompter. Why didn't it work with the Chiquita? Was she an undercover feminist? Like I said, a lot of the women that you're going to be dating, especially if you're a masculine, quote unquote, man, is the feminist, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what could be wrong with that is, like I said, the woman that you're going to like, probably even fall in love with or have kids with, she going to damn near be a feminist. But if she likes you enough, she will suppress it or hide it till you get into an argument. Because they have nothing better to do, is woven into their identity. Most women are feminists until they find a guy that has a backbone and can stand up for himself. And you can't really blame women for it, because listen, her goofy logic is, if you can't stand up for yourself, how you gonna stand up for me? How can you even stand up to me? All right, let's go.
Boundaries for friends outside the relationship and is outside of the marriage.
I value men been around forever, It's just that why wasn't it in their lexicon until Kevin Samuels? And now you hear it all day on these dating shows. Look how much dating shows, let's say, new from your generation. Look how much dating shows from Gen X till now have occurred, and that phrase never was really a thing.
Right, like, can you link up with them one-on-one in order to eat or something? Now, while trust is a good foundation, trust also doesn't mean that we have a boundary-less or a guardrail-less situation, all right? Because context matters. Do I know who the guy is? Are we all in a friend group together? Is he a friend of mine? Right, these are all contextual questions within each situation that have to be assessed. And 9 times out of 9, having a boundary is not an insecurity, for the boundaries simply create rules of engagement. And ain't no lady that is serious about long-term commitment that will not understand that won't prioritize protection of those boundaries or your understanding of the complete context of the situation. And if she shames you off of your boundaries or tries to act like all forms of access are okay or should be on the same level as your access with her, then she ain't the one, Chief. She ain't for a long time. She's for a short time. Let's go.
Actually, eat food with a friend.
But come to the house. I'll cook for you.
I get what you mean, but wait.
Girl, you can't cook like roomies.
Maybe more something that makes sense.
And that shit is so vague that y'all let women get away with that shit. I'll cook for you. What you cooking? What you cooking? Chicken and rice, chicken and rice, chicken and rice. That's all you eat? You don't eat anything else? Chicken and rice, thin steaks, thin steaks, thin steaks. Y'all niggas fall for basic shit. This girl got a whole butt cheek on her chest. Y'all, plumber's crack. Y'all fall for basic shit. I cook, I clean. Hearing wedding bells.
Yeah,
Roomies
he's out with the boys. Asia is at a bar. Come through. Let's have a drink. That's crazy for you.
Look, no, that's not crazy. He's already out with the boys and she's at the same place.
Maybe he's going to meet with the boys. I'm saying maybe he has plans that night, but right before he meets Asia to catch up.
No, that's weird.
See?
Yeah.
That's weird as hell.
So something I really need, for example, I'll bring this person up again.
And you hear, oh, why haven't he taken me out? Why haven't he taken me out? You never hear, if they really can cook and can cook like that, their food should be the best food. I know people that know how to cook, they barely go out. And they're selective where they go out. They're like, look, I'd rather make my own food. Boy, I'm the bombest chef ever. I like what I cook. You know, it might be bogged down because of the prep time and having to cook, but they like what they cook. If you knew how to cook, you wouldn't be begging for people to go out. And then another thing too, you never hear, well, why don't he come through with a bottle and something else and not cook for him? Never hear that. But let's go.
Now him and Andre hang out alone without me, which is lovely. We've been on vacations together. Cool.
Because I've invited plenty of hoes to my bachelor pad and cooked. Just be like, because this is one of the things that we used to do as pickup artists and even as players. And it really wasn't a pickup artist thing, even though there's a pickup artist gambit for it. She'd be like, ooh, I want to go to blah, blah, blah. Or we'd be talking about food. And I'm like, you know what? That's what I'm going to cook tomorrow. I'm going to go to the store and go get this, that, and the third. And I'm going to cook. I'm going to whip that up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, you can come through and, we can chill, get some food, You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, you know how to cook that shit. Most women, if they know how to cook, bro, don't even have a good 5 meals in them, these women are they're talking to you like they got a menu that you can look at, What's dangerous for a woman to do? Man, listen, can you give D Chicago back his damn phone? D Chicago a real player. Give him back his damn phone. God damn.
Mm-hmm. I need my time with my friend privately. And it's not because I have some crazy...
That's weird.
See?
It's weird to me.
I want to catch up like with my dog. I want to talk.
But why can't you do that in front of your man?
Boom.
But I also can't share every single lived experience.
She thinks that.
I think that independence then becomes a thing, right? So
yeah, you gotta be independent of your partner.
No, I agree with that. Look, I'm here right now.
But the context changes.
Before this, I was at a laser hair removal appointment. Before that, like, I'm not saying you have to be up under your man all the time.
Yeah, Caribbean girls know how to cook. I remember when I caught COVID, I had one of the greatest laughs with my ex because I'm like, man, because I couldn't be around her because she had a government job and then, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to get her sick. And then honestly too, we just like, we really broke up, And I remember me and her laughing because I was like, man, listen, man, she was like trying to me some Uber Eats, which was generous. You know what I'm saying? That's noble. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to cook. My mother, oh my goodness, my mother taught me how to cook. I'm 8, 9 years old. I know how to cook curry chicken, jerk chicken with cocoa bread and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know how to make saru. I know how to make all of that stuff, Caribbean mothers don't play. You dig what I'm saying? She set the bar real high, which I don't really give a damn, but it's like, when you get sick, they go to the market. Like they go to like a Spanish market or a El Compadre or some type of bodega and they pick out yuca and, green banana. They know how to make, dumplings and, they know how to make a hearty, healthy stew, so you can eat the stew and you can rest and stuff like that and build up your immune system. When you dating one of these modern girls, bro, McDonald's ain't gonna cut it. Chipotle, I mean, even though that tastes good when you're sick, but it probably don't. That sour cream probably tastes fucked up, but it ain't gonna cut it. You gonna die. And then this is the thing. The reason why you really gotta worry about that is because if you have offspring with this woman, what is she gonna be feeding your child? Your child has to have a great, diet or nutrition value. Your child got to eat some, What is she gonna feed your kid, nigga? Like, you really gotta think about that. Don't wait till it hits the fan and you're like, damn, this bitch really can't cook. You know, because after a while, your wallet is gonna have to fucking sort the meals out if she can't cook. And it ain't even about you penny pinching or being cheap. It's just that this bitch can't cook. Like, if you got them out here yelling at the top of the lungs that they're independent and don't need no man and they're self-sustainable but can't cook for themselves, is crazy. You depend on the Uber man to bring you your food that you didn't cook. So if that nigga decides he wanted to rip open your bag of McDonald's and start taking shit out of it or start eating that shit, what are you gonna do other than complain? Probably get him fired. Cause you can't do nothing to him. And then guess what? You're gonna place another call so somebody else can bring you some food. So it really makes no sense. It really makes no sense. They don't have cookware. You know that big ass pot that been passed down from generation to generation? You know, when you get your new house, ladies, your mama gave you that big pot. Women used to hand this type of stuff down to their children. Like, yeah, this is the big pot. You know, her mom used to use that pot. That pot is, you know, legendary. Legendary meals got cooked out of this cast iron pot. You know, I know how to use a pressure cooker. Most women don't know what the hell a pressure cooker is. Fuck you talking about? And you know what's crazy? Nigga, me with that damn pressure cooker talking about some Mr. Tenderism. Nigga, I was tenderism before tenderism. No homo, nigga. Meat falling off the bone. Pause. You don't know tenderism unless you get a pressure cooker. Real talk.
I'm saying that there are certain things that I think create intimacy, which is not always sexual, by the way, but intimacy. And I don't think that we as women should be spreading our intimate things with men. I just don't think that.
No, I don't. I think the intimacy.
You talking about some invite random men over to her house? Bitches invite random men over to their house for sex, nigga. Come on now. And I'm talking about food. I'm talking about food. These girls be doing in-calls and all kinds of shit.
Looks different for me, right?
What?
It's the bond that I share when I'm having a tough day and I'm talking about the fragility of my parents being older. Mm-hmm. It could be maybe finance or work stress or whatever.
Do that with your man.
But sometimes shooting the shit with a friend does look different with your partner. Maybe I need a vent for a second.
Where are your girlfriends?
Right.
They're there too.
Okay, so if you're already having those conversations with your girlfriends, why then do you also need to have those conversations with him?
Why not?
Because there's a part of your intimate capacity that he is taking. So much so that if your partner were to say, I don't really, I love him.
Intimate capacity.
Yeah, we have capacity for everything, right?
We are humans.
I guess that person is that important to me then.
So is that person more important? If your person were to come to you right now that you've been with for 3 years and say, you know what? I love the dynamic, but I don't want you guys to have a one-on-one relationship
My romantic purchase shouldn't be placed in a hierarchy with the other men because of gender.
So icked out.
Whoa!
I would be so icked out that he.
And you're serious?
I'm dead ass.
This is what I be me. I know you are.
And you know what's
that's crazy. They don't know how to tell time on the old school analog clock. That's crazy.
very difficult about it?
That is so.
They gotta look at their phone, dude.
I love my friend.
You know this.
Yeah,
we've been friends longer than my relationship, right? Wait. I probably would sacrifice him
Who,
because
your
I'm
friend?
because I'm that in love with my man. At
Okay.
this point, right?
All right, listen, man. Make sure you take a look and hit some of these QR codes that's on the screen. These are assets, that will add to your life. All right. I got a secret QR code that I'm gonna start putting up on every show, and yeah, I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna do a code. I know D Chicago, you gonna pretend like you wasn't here. I might do a code where it takes y'all to the Epstein files. I don't know, maybe. Let's go. It's player talk.
Look at.
But what would end up happening is I'd be
Do some secret codes, yo.
so resentful that my man controlled my life that much. It wouldn't work.
But is it control?
You have your homegirls, you have your family, but you're choosing to share something with somebody that's the same gender as me, the same sex as me, that you're unwilling to share with me. They might as well change this podcast to unmarriageable decisions. I actually think that would be a lot more accurate in their rebrand.
Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much person.
All right, hold on. Y'all hit the like button, support the show.
Let's control
that goddamn word enough.
No, this is what I'm saying.
Respect.
But that's the thing, right?
If you respect me, if you love me, if you care about me, again, the same way that cheating would.
If she starts with "if you love me," whatever comes after it's gonna be some bullshit. Whatever after it is going to be some bullshit that she concoct up in her head to think that that's her love language that she doesn't even reciprocate or respond well to.
Hurt me.
Yeah.
Why does it go differently than you removing someone that I care about? That would hurt me for me to have to
look at their mind spinning.
But the barometer for respect for you and I are both different.
Absolutely.
No. We're not. I'm not keeping it on respect. I'm talking about hurt. If cheating is something that would hurt you, why is it then okay for him to set this boundary that essentially would remove someone from your life that would hurt you? Why is there a hierarchy of hurt here for what's allowed and what's not allowed?
So this is what I think. I think that this is why it's so important, number one, for us to know ourselves, right? Because for me, there's not a man on this planet that I would choose over my husband.
Or your
I don't
kid.
care. No,
Yeah, no.
for sure, right?
I'm
I'm choosing my husband. And this too, right?
You choosing everybody over that man. That man over everybody.
I am.
There we go.
Because this is your once in a lifetime platinum needle in a haystack, swing for the fences, best friend, confidant, lover, husband.
But that's not true because people have multiple husbands.
No, and that's the thing. You see it different. So what I'm saying is you got to choose a person that sees it the same way as you see it. I would never choose a man. Yes, I would never choose a man that felt like he needed to go out with his girlfriends all the time and then would try to play me like I'm insecure. Nah, Negro, I don't feel respected when you're out with a bunch of different women. So we have to choose the people that make the most sense for us. And on top of that, I feel like because when y'all are saying the words that are coming out of your mouths, like this makes sense to me in my mind, and not to make a debate, but in my mind, I'm like, y'all don't want to be married.
Hello.
That's what my underlying voice says, because ultimately what you're saying is there's another man that is more important than your man, and why would your man choose
the importance of going to a bar?
Yes.
Sarah, frankly, saying that, and I can only
The importance of going to a bar. This conversation was fucked before it started. What the hell are these hoes talking about? Anyway.
I speak from wanting to be married.
Yes.
The commitment.
Real quick before she starts blabbering, let's just cooking. Respect will always feel like control when it comes to a man setting boundaries over a feminist 304. They just want to be free and just do whatever they want. This is how it's so easy for them to take a word and just create.
Sarah is cute. I like Sarah out of a lot of them, but she's delusional as hell. Imagination.
New definitions for them. They can't stick to definitions. They can't stick to meaning. They can't stick to formula. They don't understand risk, right? Like I just did a video yesterday about the term coercion and how it's being changed. The definition is being changed in order to direct women to falsely allege grape from men.
And I don't even understand why dudes and women are talking about grape nowadays. You don't have to grape no broad, no body. Niggas talking about some drugs and all this other goofy shit. Drugs? Who the hell got to drug these hoes? They will do it sober. Like, what the? Drugs. If somebody gives you drugs, they being generous. Drugs. And if a woman is around you fellas drugged up already because they do their own drugs and shit, and want to come to parties and pregame and stuff like that, get away from her. That's what they did to Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was being generous. These hoes was rolling. You know, these hoes was rolling off them jiggers. And Bill Cosby gave them a Quaalude to calm their ass down. And look at them now. Niggas can't even be old and shit.
Against them. And this is what happens when you forego structure and boundaries for just the sake of just living life free and just making it up as you go along. They don't understand or want to understand how to respect a man. They don't want to prioritize a man, right? So they're way more than willing to do one-on-one dinners with men that are outside of the relationship and will gaslight you into thinking that you are crazy or insecure for suggesting boundaries. Women that do not understand this are red flags the size of a billboard, but so many of these lemming modern women run around with this type of ideology and cannot understand why men use them for a short time and then kick them to the side of the road from whence they came. Back to the streets with you because you have for the streets mentality. Let's proceed.
Frankly, saying that, and I can only speak from wanting to be married.
Yes.
The commitment, the love that I
want
measure with this
commitment and love
person,
too.
the lifetime, the children.
Yes, we know.
I don't want children out of wedlock. I want to honor each other's families. I love how blended we are now. I love how we take care of each other.
Yes.
There's no world where that friendship, sorry, Andre, I love you to death, means more than that.
But this is the thing.
This is why don't have the issue where he feels like I can't walk outside and go to a bar with him.
But Weezy, here,
there's not a place in his brain where he's going like, and now she's gonna suck his TGI Friday.
It's not about that. It's not about the sexual act. So let me say this. So because I'm glad that you said that. When you bring up your man and you're like, there's not a piece that would act that would make me choose. I'm choosing my man over Andre, right?
Right.
But you also said over time you would resent him so much that you would end up breaking up. Correct. Meaning, wait, let me finish.
Isolated from Andre.
Right.
This is something that you took from me.
No, he didn't. Because that's the thing in marriage.
3 years?
Let me tell you. Look, y'all, and I'm not trying to be a preacher. I'm not a perfect person. I have not figured out marriage. I am not a couple's goal. I am not Black excellence. I am just one person that is committed to my person and figuring this shit out. Okay. But what I can tell you is most men are terrified of marriage. Why? Because they fear divorce. If you are marrying a woman that ultimately on a subconscious level is telling you that she does not choose you all the way, that there are...
You know, you repeating so much manosphere talking points when MTR and a lot of these people can finish your damn sentence for you. Oh, and I gotta say something else. Remember I was telling you about that therapist guy? Where's War Master? Where's everybody? Who here remembers? Put a one in the chat. That I was telling you about the therapist guy. We were talking about him the past week also, and I was telling y'all months ago when he got to the space, I'm like, that's funny that he gives up all that therapy rhetoric and is like flipping over to the manosphere side because it's more real, it's more raw, and it don't got all that goofy jargon, and it talks about the real shit, right? And I said, watch, he gonna get sucked in by the space because they try to make him the face of the space, but for some reason it's not working out or whatever. And you see a lot of people like Obsidian and a lot of people doing live streams with him and stuff, and his channel growing. He already getting called out in this for being messy. I think he did a live stream recently with Lucky Marie and Fatty. Shout outs to Fatty. Yesterday or last night I saw do a whole... Fatty was going in on him. And I said, see, here it go. Yes, this is exactly how it starts. Here it go. Yeah, he gonna be yelling on these live ways. He gonna be yelling at Keishas and dudes on these airways sooner than you think. That therapy shit gonna go out the window. Boy, you know you get under somebody's skin if a therapist start yelling at you. They supposed to be quiet and shut the hell up. Despite what they want to say, they can't say it. It's gonna be funny. Hey, here we go. Let's get it.
Caveats or conditions on the way that she chooses you, or because you made her sacrifice something that meant something to her. You think that's going to be the only thing you sacrifice in marriage?
I will tell you this flat out. I am not.
Yeah, the ask a brother guy. Yeah. And then what's funny is that you got these people here talking about this space, talking about the space. It's like, nigga, the space. What space? Don't start regurgitating and copying our discrepancies and our complaints too now. Like, damn, we can't even have a line of complaint rhetoric that doesn't get copied also. Oh my God, it's crazy in this space. No, we're in the actual space. I don't know what these new cats are doing, talking about this space. God damn. All right, let's go. We can't have shit.
Not scared to lose a man. I am not scared to
That's
get
the
divorced.
problem.
And no, it's not.
That's the
I
problem.
will always choose myself.
That's the problem.
I will choose.
You choose your first,
but not a man.
I am always first, and then my kids, and then God.
I've been saying this for decades. The heterosexual male, especially the black one, is at the top of the food chain. The white and the black one, and just if you're heterosexual in general, you're at the top of the food chain.
And
God come third.
Damn.
Let me tell you.
Where's my holy water? The Jezebel spirit is rife within this one. She said, me, kids, God, and then the husband is somewhere down up in there, baby. This is the Atlantan woman. Yeah, they cooked out here, baby. Listen, I just recently had a conversation with a feminist thoughtbot 304. And the funniest thing about the conversation is that she didn't recognize me. We had like a fantastic 30-minute conversation randomly.
What's going on, Guido? Guido said day 8 of the me conflict. I told you guys the opposition has some serious weapons and techs, but y'all thought it was going to be Iraq 2.0. We low-key losing right now. We're gonna go over that. I'm gonna do a show, Guido, and I'm gonna have you in mind. You know, and I think this is a great topic and some content that we can chop up because there's an Asian guy out here or a Chinese guy, and he made a prediction about America and the Iran war, and a lot of people are running with it. I mean, it made it to news. A lot of people are reacting to it. So maybe he had a meticulous breakdown. So we'll go over that and then we'll chop up some game. Sounds good? All right. All right, let's get back into it. You know, yeah, and these Western hoes.
Found out that it was good that we knew of each other, right? It was pleasant. And then she said, oh, you have an Instagram. Took a look at the Instagram. She's like, why do I have you blocked? She's like, I should have recorded the conversation, but I mean, she was average at best, had no bra on so you can see her nipples, right? Had a cute dog, which, you know, is going to be
hit it and get it.
Her life partner for the rest of her life. And I remember thinking to myself, she's probably seen my content and probably hates me for it. I wonder how she's going to react. And as soon as she realized who it was that she was speaking to, she got so angry that she ended up walking away. And why is that? Because I focus in on structure. I focus in on behavior. I focus in on risk mitigation. These feminists loathe facts, data, a man's structure, boundaries. They loathe it. And they weaponize terms such as patriarchy.
Well, they was for a while. They was our greatest enemy. Because, you know, women are whistleblowers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's turning on women as of late. Because you know, the courts know they got so.
Or oppression to try to describe a difference of a way of living. Just as Sarah said, men are scared of divorce, not marriage. And which mindsets do you think is more likely to end in turmoil? But the good news is that it's men that are making the decision. So choose wisely.
But here's where it is for me, right?
I'm listening.
I would probably, if you told me right now, my man needs my
Y'all,
fucking left.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't relate to nothing. I'm just over here listening to y'all.
I believe
this all sounds nuts to me. Everything out of both of y'all's mouths. I'm like, is this the married people debate? We done went over on time. We gotta do another episode.
Okay.
And I'm just listening to y'all like,
I didn't even get to waiting till marriage.
No, literally.
I really want a part 2 about marriage.
Okay, so you know what? Hold on. Let's go ahead and go.
It's a good future.
Okay. So guys.
All right. So I think they're in the.
You don't see not one man there. It's like, why don't y'all get a man there, a real one, not a soft one, to confirm the shit y'all talking about?
The podcast right here. They need to do a part 2, baby. But there it is. The mask came off in 4K right there at the end. Imagine being in a relationship with a woman and you are prioritizing her and she said that you 4th on the list, baby. Like, excuse me. They want you to lay down your life for them, but for them, you are 4th, if not 5th on the list. Absurd work. By the way, this is also how when a kid comes into the picture, everything, all your needs as a man, this is how you end up in sexless marriages. This is how you end off in women that prioritize relationships outside of a marriage. These are the exact ones that you avoid, baby. These are the ones that mama used to tell you about. Them fast girls, all right? Leave them fast girls alone. Unless you're going to Miami and you're going to be on a yacht and you need some thought bops to accompany a day of good music and food across the ocean seas. Back when men...
You said the streamer Emerald's about to catch some serious defamation on her ex accuser. We might be start seeing some justice. Been happening. Women are even ruining what it is to be a hoe. How do you ruin that?
Used to be more respected in society, or back when, you know, the construct of marriage was more seen as a foundational building block of family building. You know, back then, you know, feminism has sunken its dirty teeth into the modern woman today. Before the podcast of like a horrible decisions, women didn't ever think like this, right? Like, you guys must understand, this is only of the past several decades. It didn't used to be this way, okay? They're on Windows Me at this point because of how selfish the dogma of the modern woman today actually is. And by no pun intended, I know that his actual operating system called Windows Me. It was dog shit, by the way. Y'all, any millennials that's not up in there? I know that there are. I look at the analytics. Yeah, Windows Me was like the worst operating. I'm letting my geek side get ahead of me. Nevertheless, my G's, you must understand that discipline is being able to tease these things out, right? Like,
well, someone also said, cope approach, just accept that your woman is gonna be a whore, and you're gonna have to just beg her to stop. It's gonna be a whore. You just gonna, you know, a lot of the girls that you're gonna date is gonna be a whore. You just gotta beg them to stop. You know,
guy, if he's
hell no,
he's actually considered a woman with a mindset like this. Poor guy, if he is. He's probably a little bit smarter than that, so he probably isn't. It's just, you know, what he's doing right now. And she has all of this on the mind, but she's not demonstrating having respect for one's boundaries. So I doubt that it's a thing that's actually being considered. That's my guess. I mean, I don't know at the end of the day. All right. But guys, let me know what you think down up in the comment box down below. I appreciate you guys for constantly coming back and rocking with me. And I'll see you soon. Until.
All right. Shout outs to NPR, man. All right. Let's get into it. It's Player Talk Radio. D. Play in. Shout out to everybody here. Please support the show. Hit the Cash App. I'm in the background working real quick, as always. Running the show, making sure it's smooth and flawless. All right, let's keep the train going. It's Player Talk Radio. Let's go. Let's get it. Shout outs to Lestro.
And now, a message from our sponsors.
Just let it shine through. I want a passport home. Instant passport, bro, don't ask. Watch the chain shine through. Just bring some
fun. Fun fact. Fun fact. That's Yayo's chain. All right, let's go.
We are scaring men away.
We are scaring men away.
The fact that we can claim that we are in men's fields, men are just looking at that like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? What, are you a man? Like, do you want to date men? You know, like...
Wonder why high-value men are not approaching you? It's not because they don't exist. It's because women scared them all away. All I see on social media is men being canceled and scrutinized just for being men. We have literally embarrassed, belittled, and threatened men just for trying to approach us women.
Like, I'm giving him the cues. He should know that I think he's cute. He's looking at me, I'm looking at him. Then I'm leaving.
You're like, this woman staring at you. Oh my God, this woman is, Jesus Christ. Women are like, you know, I looked at him at the gym weirdly, and that was me shooting my shot. Why didn't he approach? Why didn't he approach? Even a woman of yesteryear knew to fake drop her handkerchief to get you to approach. Men are still in their caveman phase, man.
If he's walking right behind me and he just passes me, And this happened 2 times.
One of the reasons I'm
revamping the Discord. If y'all want to be if y'all want to be a part of the Foot Clan, let me know. I'm gonna I'm restructuring my Discord. So the Discord is no longer DJ Kuda's Producers Lounge. I might have a separate room for that or whatever. But if y'all want to join the dojo, let me know. I'll drop the link. But I'm restructuring the Discord. I got y'all. All right.
Stop socializing so much in Atlanta, and I've kind of just isolated myself.
Oh, speaking of Miss Cleo, new, I got one in the queue. There's a woman on TikTok that's getting sued real heavily. I guess for like false information or something like that. She tried to play Miss Cleo on TikTok, and then they showing her what time it is. So. Y'all stick around. Today's show is going to be a great one. All right. Now, listen, y'all, man, I definitely enjoy, making content and, doing these shows for you guys. But listen, you guys, please hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal and support. I see people that come here. They don't even give y'all half the shit. I saw one YouTuber, and shout outs to her. It's nothing, personal, but it's like, damn, this girl went live and literally 30, 40 just flew out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn. Man, I'm working, man. Y'all hit the like for real. And then she didn't even do nothing, dude. I'm not even gonna say, man. I'm not even gonna say nothing, man. Yeah, call me now. All right, listen, I'm giving y'all dope content. Yeah, I got the one with AC. Yeah, we're gonna go over that. Dope content. Dope support and all the audience, man. Y'all hit the like show. All right, show your love and support, man. Respect the dojo. Hit the like button. That's free. All right, I got you guys. It's Player Talk Radio. Let's get it.
How desperate the women are here.
Desperate the women are here.
It's like everyone's overly willing to be side hoes to married men in relationships, whatever the case may be. Is anyone?
No, this one didn't even have tits or any of that shit. It was just, and no disrespect, but it's like, come on, dog. Lucy voice, come on, man. Come on. This is crazy.
Anyone else tried that theory where you stare at somebody and you hope that they come up?
Yeah, that weird ass stare. I just told y'all about this.
Like, are guys waiting for us to approach them? Or am I supposed to wait and let you approach me?
I don't know how to respond to that.
I feel like that's why so many of us just stick to the dating apps. But then, like, apps like Hinge just suck. Settings. It's basically just become browsing. Like, you're just there to swipe, not actually make real connections with people.
And I'll say it one more time. Whether you like it or you don't like it, woo! Learn to love it because it's the best thing. Woo! Go ahead, get it!
Yes, that's right, ladies. Learn to love it. Yes, the modern man is scared, but he's not afraid of rejection the way you have been told. The narrative is convenient, but it's all fiction. You see, what really scares the modern man is STDs and itchy crotch.
Taking a plan B because I have too much fun. Taking antifungal meds because sometimes fun is not worth it.
He's scared of loose, pH unbalanced tenderloin.
Sometimes I wonder if because I'm tall, like my coochie's like deeper. Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro, I've been eating some giant shit. Maybe I'm just loose and worn out.
My coochie is like deeper.
What's the matter, Daddy?
My coochie is deeper. Okay.
Bust all in there.
Okay. Coochie is deeper.
Bust all in there. Bust all over it in there. Bust it all in there. Bust all over it in there. Bust it. Bust it in there. Bust it in there. Bust it in there. Bust all of it in there. Bust it in there. Bust it in there. Bust in there. Bust in there. Bust in it. Bust in it. Bust it. Bust it. Bust it in there. 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 Bust it. Bust it in there. Bust in it. 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 Bust. Bust it in it. Bust in there. Bust. Bust. Bust in there. 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 Bust. Bust it in there. Bust it in there. Bust it. Bust it in there. Bust it in there. Bust. Bust in it. 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 Bust in it.
What's the matter,
Bust in
Daddy?
it. Bust it all in there.
What's the
Bust
matter,
it all in
Daddy?
there. Bust it all in there. Bust it all in there. Bust it. Bust all of it in there. 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 Bust it. Bust all of it in there. Bust all of it. Bust all of it. Bust all of it. Bust all of it in there. Bust all of it in there. Bust all of it in there. Bust it in there. Bust it in there. Bust it. Bust in it. Bust in it. Bust in it. Bust. Bust it.
Shout outs to Evron and War Master in the building. Shout outs to War Master and the Rumble Gang in the building. Foot Clan General. Shout outs to War Master. Shout outs to Evron in the house. Let's go.
He's scared of spending more than $40 on a first date that doesn't end with some sloppy top and a large order.
Chief, god damn. Like I said, you pig on a wig, put a wig on the pig and put them on fig, man. Listen, man, that Lord, man, listen, y'all, the baby gorillas, I'm telling y'all, the Chiquita is the cousin to the Keisha, the TradCon Keisha, the pseudo pick me Keisha is the Chiquita. Okay, I'm eloquently doing this. Shout outs to War Master. Let's get it.
Tired of buying Happy Meals for kids that carry another man's last name. He is tired of lifting loose skin and belly fat to gain access to her RB-lipped coochie. At some point, a quiet realization hits. The only real way to describe it is modern woman fatigue. These men look to
modern woman fatigue. Men that are tired of low-value modern women.
Bust all in there.
No interest in approaching or engaging with modern women.
What's the matter, Daddy?
Choosing peace, focus, and personal purpose instead.
Bust all in there.
round and understood something brutally simple. If sex were removed from the equation, most modern women would offer very little reason for men to engage at all. And trust me, women sense that shift. That is why the quote situationship was born. Some of these women even pretend that they invented it, like it's a badge of empowerment. But come now, we all know it's an adaptation, a coping mechanism. What coders call a handshake. A silent agreement between modern women and men that they are not worthy of wifey status or long-term commitment. And because it was becoming harder to secure a relationship with a man, the modern woman had to accept the new Berserkian terms, which is access without expectations, temporary without responsibility, and most importantly, less talk and more swallow. In other words, pre-authorized schedule pump and dump arrangements. Yes, maybe modern women won't wash your dishes, but she will wash your chassis and undercarriage. Yet she will go on social media and tell the world that she is celibate or that she is a member of the 4B community. She will ignore the shot clock as her value drops every year. This is the high-grade copium that almost destroyed China. But here is the uncomfortable reality few want to say out loud. Being a man's situationship isn't an internship. She is no friend and we offer no benefits. Only dick. Tracy. Yes, it's a dead-end job. No promotion, no pension, no ring. Only wet rags to clean up and Uber X's to send her home. For example.
So my situationship just came over, proceeded to tell me he did not want a relationship with me, but he would like to continue the situationship. I said, no, sir. I have way more respect for myself than to do that.
All these stories that you're hearing women tell on YouTube and on TikTok and in social media, they are not real. They are 100% fake. There's always some, oh my God, yeah, she's a fluffer. Yeah. There's always, the erotic hypocrite, the fluffer Keisha. You know, there's always some random man that I just told him. There's always some random man that they're just telling off that wanted something stupid from them or was saying something stupid. And in the moment, they just happen to just tell him and empower themselves. You know, it's like, girl, that didn't even happen. That's fake. You didn't turn down a guy and take yourself to Kroger's and bought your McAllister's or whatever that fat girl said and bought herself. You didn't have a man that was just dying to pay your bills and take you out and you had to stop and take yourself out. You didn't have that, man. Like, come on now. Let's be serious now. 1,001% serious, man. Let's go.
So if you supposedly have so much respect for yourself, why were you in a situationship in the first place? Right. Yes, that's the question that none of these little scallywags want to answer.
We kind of got into it a little bit. At least I don't think too bad. I don't know. Like, I wanted to rip him a new one and just call him out for all of his BS and all of his narcissistic tendencies. And
now the script begins. Oh yeah, now it's the time to play victim. Time to pretend you had no.
And then they all have the same story. They all have the same story. Oh wow, how comes the last girl's story is identical to yours? Did you hear it on the internet and just repeat it and took it from her? How comes her story is a direct carbon copy of yours? You know, are y'all all passing around the same script?
Idea what was going on. Time to rewrite the story. Suddenly, he was a narcissist all along. Reminds you of one of those Scooby-Doo memes, right? Suddenly, you were manipulated. Suddenly, you were tricked into being the side chick. Amazing how the revelations always arrive after the benefits.
If you're the prize, fellas, you're a narcissist.
Stop. Because the truth, the uncomfortable truth, is that you knew the arrangement from the beginning. Come on, you knew you wasn't on this guy's level. You knew you weren't the woman he was gonna build with. But at that time, you were so thirsty. So thirsty that you were fine with that role. You were super happy to be a walk-on character in the production. A background extra. Hoping that if you stayed long enough,
Don't worry, I will get it up.
Played the part convincingly enough. Maybe, just maybe, one day the director would tap you on the shoulder and say, congratulations, you have been promoted to the lead role. But that promotion never came. Why? Because situationships aren't auditions, they're placeholders. You are just a temporary casting decision. And like most modern women, she is just a fluffer. Yes, go ahead and write that term down while you hit the hype and like button. For those.
Now, for y'all who don't know what a fluffer is, For y'all who don't know what a fluffer is, a fluffer is the woman that's in the corn movies, okay? Y'all know the type of movies, you know. I don't have the hub sound clip, but y'all know the type of movie, y'all know what I'm talking about. So it's Jesus Christ. Hold on, y'all. So the fluffer is the woman that's behind the scenes in erotic movies that is not the talent, that has to rub things and suck things and do things in the background to keep the performers up or aroused in between scenes. Okay, that's who the fluffer is, okay?
That don't know what a fluffer is. Well, it's a woman who helps out the male actors in a porn flick by getting them head before and in between shots. Very important, but easily replaceable.
Don't worry, I will get it up.
This is a key point that we must understand. Side chicks and situationships are just...
See? I know what I'm talking about.
Members of the production crew, tasked with keeping our third legs ready for money shots. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's why you need...
Man, D Chicago, you should hang out in in Cynthia G or She-Ra Sevens. You should hang out in some of the female chats. I'm sure they'll welcome you, man. Well, I should say D Chicago's lady, because the way you stick up for them, I'm pretty sure they'll welcome you, man. With open arms. Yeah, you right, New. You are right about that.
Tongue kissing them and playing R&B music when they come around. Blasphemous. For instance, I like to play the RZA, the Juzza, Old Dirty Bastard, Inspector Deck, Raekwon the Chef, You God, Ghostface Killer, and sorry, my fault. I digress. But when the real casting casting call happens, the extras and the fluffers don't get rewritten into the script. They get, quote, escorted out of it. Yeah, put some respect on my $40.
I didn't see them at first, I will admit that. But man, were they there. And then he kind of understood what I was saying, and he was like, well, there were several things that I overlooked when we started talking, like red flags. Sir, what are my red flags? Other than being a successful, career-driven woman who owns her own house, pays her own bills.
Oh my fucking God. Owns her own house, pay her own bills. I can feed myself. I put food in my mouth, I don't need you to use the fork and scoop and put food in my mouth. I can put the food in my own mouth. I can independently grab my fork and twirl my own spaghetti and put the food in my own mouth by myself. I did it by myself. What's going on, Dollar Washer? Yeah. She-Ra 7 will clown the fuck out of him, man. That shit'll be funny as hell. Shout out to Dollar Washer. What stories have I made up, D Chicago? I don't have the time to make up stories, bro. What story did I make up? Oh, man, somehow I found myself in Thailand. Did I make that up, huh? Oh, man. Somehow I found myself around a bunch of Asian and beautiful women and stuff like that. I think I'm making this up. Yes, yeah, I made it up. I made up my plane ticket. I made up everything. Everything's make believe, made up. Did you know I ride? I got like a dream board that has like one wheel that like supports and stuff. Did I make it up? You said your dating experience. You've never lived alone or with a chick. So who do I live with, D Chicago? You tell me, since you know so much about me. You tell me. I've never lived alone. I don't think I have any family in Asia. Right, one wheel is life. I don't think I have any family in Asia. And I've never lived with, that's the metric. We're judging niggas on how we live with how we live with women and stuff. Okay. Like I'm almost going in my 40s. Like I've never had a girlfriend before. Wow. Oh, I'm not alone right now, huh? Wow. Okay. Hey man. In the States. How do you know what I was doing in the States? Man, niggas is delusional, man.
Has 2 dogs.
What is a red flag? A red flag is a woman who thinks...
Kuda, you've never shacked up with a woman before. You don't know what that's like. Kuda, until you pay every single woman that you know bills, don't talk to me because you ain't a real man, Kuda. So let me get this straight. I've never lived alone in the United States because I was online. How was I online? You don't think I had a whole life before this and during this? Yeah, it's a she. Like this is a female argument. What nigga inquires about another dude living with a woman? Like I literally had so much. Yeah, what is a serious relationship? What are you talking about? I had bachelor pads. I done have several girlfriends that lived with me, and we got spaces and spots together and stuff like that. I've done all of this shit. Like this shit ain't no. Yeah, it's a woman. This is a woman. Bro, I've had several relationships where I lived with my girlfriends. What are you talking about? Yeah, you've never ate non-man-made broccoli. Like, what the fuck? And not every woman you date, fellas, to tell you the truth, you have to live with them. But if you really want to know who you really dealing with, who a person really is, go ahead and live with them. You know, live with. There's 3 ways you can tell who a person really is, and for the most part, you're not a good judge of character, but for sure, live with them, work with them, go into business with them, and then you can say have a relationship, any type of relationship with them, or friendship with them. No, these Chicago woman got his phone. These Chicago woman got his phone. Yeah, it's the same female talking points. Like, what the fuck do I get out of would you want me to bring one of my girlfriends on here and be like, yeah, baby, we live together, huh? Didn't we live together? Didn't I buy you a yacht? Yeah, baby, remember that time we got into an argument because I left the toilet seat up, remember?
Bust all in there.
Remember that time? Fuck. How you gonna tell somebody they've never lived with a woman and they never lived alone? So who do I live with? Who I live with?
Basic adult responsibilities are somehow a flex. Paying your own bills is...
And listen, I got a studio, and I be damn near yelling in my studios. Talking to y'all, arguing with y'all on panels and all kinds of shit. I be yelling in my studios. Like, come on, dog. Would know if I lived with somebody. Let's get it.
Impressive. That's called being an adult. Owning a house and working a 9-to-5 isn't some rare trophy either. That's just life. Millions of people wake up every day and do the exact same thing. But I don't know, like somewhere along the line, a strange narrative appeared where ordinary survival started to get marketed as exceptional value. I mean, what are we talking about here? 2 loud, stinky, untrained dogs in the house? A stressful job you actually hate?
You obviously, your ears don't work. I don't trust your ears, my nigga. What's going on? What's going on, Shiesty Bum? Because you know how much stories I told y'all from sheer experience. But let's get it.
8, a mortgage and a stack of bills. And somehow that package is supposed to be presented like it's a premium asset in the dating market. Even after the sacrifice of St. Kevin Samuel Titus, women still cannot answer the simple equation of what does a man want. Now please, my brothers, say it with me. Peace, respect, cooperation, an untouched womb, and a low body count.
Does body count matter?
I feel like no, but to each his own.
You know, the funny part is, a man can pick up a non-English speaking woman out of the Amazonian jungles of Ecuador and be a happy man. Oof, big facts. But trust me, the hard-headed will never learn.
Like, of course I'm not perfect. I know I'm not perfect, and I know that I'm sure I do have some red flags here and there. But ultimately, like, whoever ends up being my person won't see them as red flags.
Whoever ends up being my person won't see them as red flags.
Hold on. Kiss me, rascal. Me I tell you.
It's honestly just disgusting. Like, the whole situation was just disgusting, and he is not a good person.
Had been dating a guy for like 4 to 5 months and noticed that he started pulling away. And when I asked him what's up, he said, listen, I really, really like you. I have so much fun hanging out with you. I really respect you as a person, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to meet your needs. Therefore, I don't think we can date. Go to therapy!
Yes, he had a great time driving you, but it's time to give you back to the rental company because you started asking the, quote, what are we questions.
There is an abundance of men in the comments of this video saying, this is why guys are opting out of dating. This is why guys don't want to keep trying. I hear you. I'm not gonna say like, no, that's so invalid. No, I hear you. Looking at the comments of the video that I'm talking about, you see mostly women who are admitting to really messed up things, like it's casual, like it doesn't matter, like they don't care. I think that's wrong. You're ignoring the huge amount of women who are saying the exact opposite, saying, I don't agree with this, this isn't okay. So this is what you have to understand. Humanity is horrible. Men are...
Oh my God, what is this bitch talking about? What's going on, Brother Love? Shout outs to Brother Love, man. Make sure you guys check my wall because Brother Love is always dropping some valuable information and some gems. And I shared his last 2 videos on my wall. Make sure you guys head over there and show Brother Love some love. You dig? Because man, always chopping up game and laying paint where it ain't and doing what other people can't. Brother Love, man, has a great show over there. Great thought thinking piece that he put out, and he was talking about the importance of being able to soak up game even from people that's failed in the game. You know what I'm saying? And don't necessarily look at their status as a failure because they're not technically a failure from different perspectives and stuff like that. You fail forward. Listen to people that are out there that are applying themselves and trying. If you fail, that means you tried. Or we're trying. You know, and sometimes too, if you continue to fail, that means you're trying. And you know, every so often, and things along the way, you fail forward. You know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know, so he had a really great thinking piece that I think that, you know, the brothers will definitely be able to resonate with and soak up some game. You know, winners learn a lot from failures. You know, and some of the biggest failures are winners. The importance of staying down till you come up is very underrated. And, you know, the game that is underrated is the game that brothers like myself and the game that brothers like Brother Love bring to the table and stuff like that. So definitely head over to his channel, show him some love and some support, and definitely soak up the game. All right. What type of question is that you ask a nigga, D Chicago? You're almost 40. Have you been with a 35-year-old woman before? Yeah, Kuda. She's serious, Kuda. She likes facts. Yeah, you're gonna have to get off the video game, Kuda, and pay some bills. Yeah, go to work to sustain a 35-year-old woman and pay some bills, Kuda. You've never been in nothing serious before, Kuda, unless you paid a 35-year-old woman's
horrible.
bills.
Women are horrible. And it is really hard to weed out through all the horrible people and find somebody who is worthwhile. Does that mean it isn't worth it? No. Nothing good comes easy.
Oh, and then let me get back to this. Because this is what D Chicago doing. It's virtual signaling and is goofy. That's how I know I'm talking to a lady that's in possession of his phone. You know, I don't know how your woman keep obtaining your phone, but D Chicago, I think his accounts are linked. I think it has to be. I'm sorry, D Chicago. I'm a plant a seed in your woman's head right now for the better. D Chicago has to have a burner phone as long as his lady has his phone. That nigga got a burner phone or a burner iPad laying around somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You need my phone for the week, baby? Yeah, you can have the phone. I mean, yeah, I'm just so committed. Yeah, you can have my phone for the whole week. You know, this nigga on his burner iPad talking to other bitches. I don't know why women are really trying to dupe. If it's such a deal and such a plus being with women, why do you have to dupe men into being with you and shit like that? That's what I was gonna say about this young lady here, young and old. Why do y'all have to dupe men into being around y'all, and then but damn what y'all talking about? Y'all calling us, oh, you're gay because you never lived with a woman, never house or apartment or any living space with a woman over the age of. Want us to sign up for shit that ain't fun. Oh, why do you have to dupe men into sound fun? Look at how he prefaced it. If you ever lived with a woman, if you never lived with a woman and you're past 35, you have no idea what it's like being with a woman. Laugh my ass off. Laugh my ass off. That's so weak. Do you want a cookie, nigga? Like, that's like a pat on the head. Like, that don't even sound fun. It's like, yeah, you enjoy your 35-year-old woman that you're living with while you're on the internet all day. I would want to stay away from her too. So. Yeah. She Kuda, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I'll tell you what. you know, Kuda, she don't, if you ever lived with a woman that don't need you, you know, because she's decentering you, Kuda. If you ever live with a woman that don't need you, yeah, you don't know what it's like. You know, because she don't need you, Kuda, but she wants you. But keep in mind, Kuda, she don't need you. Yeah, I remember when I had my first beer. Yeah, Kuda. See, if you don't drink Michelob, Kuda, you're not a real man. Oh my God. You know, yeah, have fun working yourself into an early grave to pay for a 35-year-old woman. Oh my God. Yeah, you don't need to live with a female if you are the female, Kuda.
Nothing good comes easy. Men and women need each other to push humanity forward. Don't opt out of dating because it's hard.
I'm here to tell you right
Get
now.
out of here, you damn
We
nigga!
don't care. Let me tell you. We don't care.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try.
All right, shit. Shout outs to Destro Reborn. Let's go. All right. Let's take a look at this real quick. Let's take a little side break, Anton Daniels side break real quick. Let's see. Shout outs to Freezy, but let's see what Freezy's talking about. He released this 2 hours ago, so I guess people are still talking about Anton. Anton hasn't responded to. All right, let's go.
Want me to tell you what they do for a living in real life? Because I know.
No.
You want me to tell you what they do in real life for a living? Hey, hand me the list.
Cut the string.
Hold on, y'all. I don't know why my shit ain't working. Hold up, y'all.
No captivity. Freezy.
Hold on, y'all. Let me read. Hold up. What the hell is going on? Hold on, y'all. Let me do this. He is criminally underrated. I actually really like him, you know. You know, I kind of group him into the channels with like Manosphere highlights daily. Hold on, y'all. All right, yeah, my controls is you know. Give me 1 second. What the fuck? Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Damn it. Why does this thing just do that? This thing was talking about the rise of MGTOW and give me 1 second. Please hit the like button. Please support the show. What's going on, Truth Only? I know, right? I don't know what's going on. It's my signal, man. But you know, my production is good. Other than the between my computer and this damn signal is a. Please support good production. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let this play for a little bit, and then we're gonna come back. All right, give me 1 second. Shout outs to everybody here. Wow. Not Denise Chicago.
Want me to tell you what they do for a living in real life? Because I know. Tell me.
No.
You want me to tell you what they do in real life for a living? Hey, hand me the list.
Cut the string. Cut the string.
No captivity. Freezy.
Anton Daniels has not only gone at Corey Holcomb, O'Shea Duke Jackson, and Kwame Brown, but he's also gone after me. And this time in the worst way. This whole thing is starting to get crazy. He went after Corey Holcomb for about a week after he appeared on the 5150 show, calling Corey Holcomb the G-A-Y word, going after the whole West Coast, going after Corey Holcomb's co-hosts, and all the above. Then he started making it seem like he didn't care. He didn't care who was criticizing him, and that he didn't give a F-U-C-K what nobody was saying. Yes, he did.
Listen, bro. Listen. I'm going to be very, very clear. Fuck all these niggas. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. All of them. Every last one of them. Bro, I don't give a fuck about none of these dudes, man. None of these dudes. And this is my game now. This is my game that they playing. If we was on the basketball court, cool, you win. But this is my arena now. This is my league.
But lately it seems like...
All right, I'm back. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let's run this back real quick. Shout outs to Freezy. Let's get it.
Want me to tell you what they do for a living in real life? Because I know. Tell me.
No.
You want me to tell you what they do in real life for a living? Hey, hand me the list.
Cut the string.
No captivity.
Who hurt you is coming next.
Freezy.
Anton Daniels.
Instead of who raised you, who gave you the game, who laced your boots, because you niggas is lame. Who hurt you, who played with your name, who made you sad, because you niggas ain't game.
Has not only gone at Corey Holcomb, O'Shea Duke Jackson, and Kwame Brown, but he's also gone after me. And this time in the worst way. This whole thing is starting to get crazy. He went after Corey Holcomb for about a week after he appeared on the 5150 show, calling Corey Holcomb the G-A-Y word.
Like Anton went after you guys for like, let's say 2 weeks. And then we're going on month 3, y'all. For the love,
going after the whole West Coast, going after Corey Holcomb's co-hosts, and all the above. Then he started making it seem like he didn't care. He didn't care who was criticizing him, and that he didn't give a F-U-C-K what nobody was saying. Yes, he did.
Listen, bro. Listen. I'm going to be very, very clear. Fuck all these niggas. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. All of them. Every last one of them. Bro, none of these
All right, we should be back. All right, give me 1 second. Yeah, I had to fix some stuff, man. I'm going out of my way to try to bring y'all this good content. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, we should be back. All right, please hit the like button, support the show. Look out for the cookout. And look out for the cookout and support my book that's out. Let's go. Hold up.
That he didn't give a F-U-C-K what nobody was saying. Yes, he did.
Listen, bro. Listen. I'm gonna be very, very clear. Fuck all these niggas. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. All of them. Every last one of them. Bro, I don't give a fuck about none of these dudes, man. None of these dudes. And this is my game now. This is my game that they playing. If we was on the basketball court, cool, you win. But this is my arena now. This is my league.
But lately it seems like Anton Daniels has been crashing out. And I mean in the worst way. Turns out Anton has doxed me and my family. He says he knows what I do for a living and he knows the names.
Damn. But y'all got come on now, Freezy. You know I fucks with you, but y'all got to be serious now. Y'all were doxing him and his family first and making a whole kerfuffle out of it. Spade's a spade, bro. Game is game. Let's get it.
Of my relatives. So basically he's sending a message that he can get to me and my family at any given time. But we know Anton Daniels is not a stranger to sending out these type of threats.
Probably not, because you ain't from the streets, right?
You better off dead, nigga. And I'm gonna say that with my chest.
Say whatever you want to. Close my mouth, nigga. I ain't all this extra shit you talking about. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Dead, nigga. We don't need you on this earth. You need to die, nigga.
Nigga.
How about that?
Kill me then, nigga.
You need to be dead.
Man, you ain't gonna do it.
We did too.
You ain't gonna do it.
Y'all,
I just want to say this.
That's what you need to do. Catch a flight.
Bro, we were doing exactly what we claimed.
Catch a flight, nigga.
I just want to say
you ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna do it though. You
copying the angry man. Oh look, the patriarchy strikes back is on there. That's hilarious. All right, let's go. Hold on. Bring y'all some dope ass content. All right, let's go.
You gonna use your money, ain't you? You gonna use your money, ain't you?
Right there, we hear Anton saying, if I wanted you gone, you'd be gone. So we know Anton is not a stranger to sending out those type of threats, right? Is he really serious? Who knows?
Paint chip addict is hilarious. Paint chips. Asbestos.
Seems like he's going through a lot of emotional changes, especially
2 hours and 18 minutes into the madness. Please hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. I got you guys. Player Talk.
Since the breakup between him and Mika, his daughter being plastered all over the internet by Corey Holcomb, zillions of content creators covering this debacle, including myself, and several of his panelists leaving his show for reasons unbeknownst to us. But I want y'all to brace yourself as y'all listen to this next clip from his Room 9 panel show, where he reached a breaking point, bringing me up in the conversation and going on to say that he knows what I do for a living and he has the names of my relatives, which was kind of disturbing.
Freezy been dick riding since I was on the Peef. I'm being honest with you. I'm being so honest. These niggas been trying to get on for the last 5-6 years. Want me to tell you what they do for a living in real life? Because I know. Tell me.
Oh, no.
You want me to tell you what?
If you don't want them to, I hate to say it, and I hate to say this. A lot of times when people do something like this, let's say if he did dox him, right? A lot of people just came and gone. A lot of people don't really care about it. Nobody put it necessarily on blast. Why would you replay it on your show? To spread it some more. So that's the thing. That's the thing about the content creation game that a lot of the new cats and the people that been here know. Like, if you don't want something to have legs, don't give it a wheelchair. Don't give it a rocket. It wouldn't have legs. Don't give it legs.
They doing real life for
No.
No. Want me to tell you the names of all of their relatives and shit? Because I know. Hey, hand me the list.
Cut the string. Cut the string.
Hand me the list.
So as y'all can see, he's insinuating that he's gathered information about myself and my family, that he knows what I do for a living. He knows the names of my relatives. That means he has addresses and personal information. And not only that, some of his panelists like 2K, Quentin are amping him up, even though he's making threats towards me and my family. But you know, in their eyes, Anton Daniels can't do any wrong. And they're gonna back him in whatever he does, even if it's threatening and gathering information about someone's family.
Want me to tell you what they do for a living in real life? Because I know. Tell me.
No.
You want me to tell you what they do in real life for a living?
No.
Want me to tell you the names?
Obviously, the guy up top, Slimmy, had a little sense by telling Anton, no, you're making a big mistake. You don't threaten someone's family and disclose that you've gathered information about them in a threatening way. No, Anton. I don't know if Anton was under the influence, if he was on some type of narcotics, or he was just drunk out of his mind. But he didn't give a damn. Everything he's been doing behind closed doors, he revealed it all right here in this moment.
Names of all of their relatives and shit? Because I know. Hey, hand me the list.
Cut the string. Cut the string.
Hand me the list.
And what does that mean, hand me the list? The guy on the bottom, 2K in the middle. What does that mean, hand me the list? So at this point, he's taking part in the threat too.
And they said that 2K don't really mess with him, or I guess he I don't know. There was some like recent live stream about it. I'm gonna be putting some stuff together. I gotta do a little bit more research, thorough. Let's get it.
It's very sad and disappointing.
Hey, hand me the list.
Cut the string. Cut the string.
Hand me the list. Honest to God, do you want me to tell you for real?
Oh,
no.
AD.
Let it loose. Let that shit fly. Let that shit fly, nigga.
Stop. No, for real. Yo, chill. Stop.
Listen, man, these niggas been lame since
AD.
Since Lane has been lame, bro. I'm just keeping it 100,
bro.
So I kind of stopped to give my commentary, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play it from when he started talking about me to where it pretty much ended.
Freezy been dick ratting since I was on the Peef. I'm being honest with you. I'm being so honest. These niggas been trying to get on for the last 5-6 years. Want me to tell you what they do for a living in real life? Because I know. Tell me.
No.
You want me to tell you what they do in real life for a living?
No.
Want me to tell you the names of all of their relatives and shit? Because I know. Hey, hand me the list.
Cut the string. Cut the string.
Hand me the list. Honest to God, do you want me to tell you for real?
No. AD.
Let it loose. Let that shit fly. Let that shit fly, nigga.
Stop. No, for real. Yo, chill. Stop.
Listen, man, these niggas been lame since
AD.
Since Lane has been lame, bro. I'm just keeping it 100,
bro. Yep.
This live stream was only a couple of days ago, March 5th, 2026 to be exact. Anton pretty much let it all out. He had a breakdown moment, he lost control of his emotions, and he exposed some things he probably wasn't intending to tell his audience when he started the show. But like his wife said, he has different personalities and he's very emotional.
Oh, wow. Times it can be.
Chicago, why do you have to put up your lady, bro? We don't care. Notice how I never asked you to see your lady. Why? Come on, dog. Can you give that man his phone back, please? I would like you to give that man his phone back. Not a cashier at Waffles House. It was this lady, she came on YouTube and she was a jiu-jitsu fighter. And it was like some story that she told where she was like, oh, you know, I got my ass beat. And they were like, oh, in a jiu-jitsu match? And she was like, no, I got into a fight at the Waffle House. Listen, I don't give a damn if you take martial arts or anything or whatever type of boxing or exotic boxing or some weird shit that you take. You are not beating a Waffle House worker. Like, them niggas born ready to fight. Especially the cook, you know, especially the cook. The Waffle House is a dojo in and of itself. I know some of y'all never been to Waffle House, the chicken and waffles and stuff. And listen, you are not beating a Waffle House cook. All of them are mini Jackie Chans. And listen, you just ain't beating a Waffle House cook. Your friends should have told you. Your friends should have told you. Shouts to Chris G. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. We're gonna get back into this. It's Player Talk Radio. Let's get into the game. Let's go.
Hard and sad and difficult because Anton has a lot of different personalities, and so you have to be a certain type of woman to deal with. Anton is very emotional. He doesn't communicate effectively. I don't think that he has killed anybody before. I think he's capable. I've seen him angry before. He's just like a totally different person when he's angry.
Now here's the thing. I've never made remarks towards Anton that would even resemble this. He didn't even have this much energy when Corey Holcomb plastered his daughter all over the internet. Wow.
But see, y'all got to look at it like this. You're putting a man's wife on your stream. You're talking about his kids. Anyway, it's cool. Hold on.
Mocking her appearance at the same time, which goes to show he doesn't care about his daughter more than he cares about his own image on.
Now, shout outs to everybody that hit the poll. We got 23 votes. 30% of you guys said that you ran into a Keisha. Hold on, y'all. 30% of you guys said you ran into a Keisha in modern dating. 4% of you guys said you ran into a Chiquita in modern dating. And 22% of you guys said that you're still investigating. Well, okay. All right. That's a wrap up for this poll. There goes the results. Talking a little bit about Keisha's cousin. Yeah, I wouldn't show my chick, bro. I wouldn't show my chick, bro. I don't know, UFO. I wouldn't have done that. It's like, bro, just keep the fandom Keisha. It's cool. Nothing wrong with a fandom Keisha. You know, he really trying to push this egalitarian Keisha, and it's like, bro, just relax. Okay? We got a new poll on the way. Hit the like button and please support the show. Let me drop this new poll on y'all. Thank you guys for your cooperation. Un momento. All right, new poll is up. Let me know what you got.
Social media. Now, some people are going to say Freezy's lying. Freezy's lying. He could have been talking about anybody named Freezy. That's a nickname. But I want y'all to pay attention to one small detail. He said Freezy been D-riding since he was on Lapeef. And we all know I was on the Lapeef network.
JR, 2 hours, 25 minutes, 20 seconds. Remember that, JR. I'm gone now.
Freezy, Freezy don't even look the same there. I don't even remember seeing Freezy. Shout out to Chicago, really. Let's go.
Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. Inbox me and tell me where I said anything about we should do this or that. Freezy, inbox me.
Keep me on, JR. Keep me on.
Freezy,
I'm be quiet.
Freezy, I will cash app you $50 if you can find me a place where I said that we should be canceling people. Find me that. Inbox it to me, Freezy. I got you $50.
As y'all can see, my name tag is down there. It says Freezy. So make no mistake about it. Anton Daniels was talking about me, Freezy. No captivity with Freezy.
No captivity.
And this is the Lapeef Network Let's Talk show that you're seeing me on right now. Anton has become very unhinged and he's talking very reckless, which is obviously an indication that he's losing his grip. Something might be going on in the background. He's obviously losing panel members and cast members. I thought it was all content creation. I thought that he understood that. That's what he told Tasha K.
So if we can create content together, or if we can go get some money together, then cool. Then you can be in my sphere. And I'm gonna play it up.
But a lot
No, I'm gonna play it up. I'm gonna sell it.
Now I heard that he's actually talking crazy about Tasha K now. I heard he's talking crazy about Tasha K now or something. And I know she felt slighted because she said that she missed that he was in a hotel room with Mika, so it wasn't brought up. And it's funny, people be acting like you're supposed to volunteer this information and shit. Like, oh, did you forget the time where? Like, come on now. But let's go.
The cameras and all of that. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Prior to me realizing that you actually had a husband here, I was thinking to myself, I might have to flirt with Tasha a little bit.
That would happen though. I'm not that type of person you can flirt with.
Well, I didn't know that, but we was gonna figure that out.
Even if I wasn't with my husband, I'm not that type of person you can flirt with.
I have to respect the boundaries that you create because this is your platform. This is the space that you live in. But I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it 1,000 times out of 1,000 times.
Even his wife feels the same way. It's just content.
Does he need to do that to create content? Don't you feel like he's talented enough to leave the perceptions of content trolling alone?
But look where it got him. We're here with you because of it.
True. True. Because I wouldn't have called you unless it was, you know.
So why would we stop?
So why would we stop? Those were the words of Anton Daniels' wife. Why would we stop? So why would Anton Daniels get so upset to the point it would make him seek out information on me about what I do for a living and all the names of my relatives and family, and say this in a threatening way? Do I think he really has that personal information of me and my family? Well, that's what he said. Do I think he knows what I actually do for a living? Well, that's what he said. Do I think he has all the names of my relatives? Well, that's what he said. And I think the wise thing to do is believe him. So with that being said, my family and I are on high alert, and we don't take any threats lightly at all. Obviously, he knew these threats were not only against YouTube guidelines, but is also illegal according to law. So he made sure he edited.
See, now it's illegal when it's happening to everybody else but Anton. This is crazy, Freezy. And everybody else that covered these stories. Now all of a sudden, weeks and months later, it's illegal. Huh?
This section of the original video out. This is the name of the original video. Magic City, Stephon Diggs released Atlanta Hawks Push Stripper Culture, The Breakfast Club, Season 3, Episode 28. So what's my personal thoughts about it? I think he said all of those things to intimidate me to stop making content about him. But we know that ain't gonna work. And just to see a couple of his panelists encouraging him to say the list of the names of my relatives was even more disturbing. This is Anton Daniels, this is his followers, and this is how far they're willing to go. Am I scared? Yeah. I'm scared for my life. And I'm asking anyone that made it to this point of the video to share this video to anyone you know as much as you can, because we gotta show.
What's going on, Link? Oh man, see, Chicago, you shouldn't have posted that picture, man. Now you're gonna get roasted to fricassee, man. It's not post your Keisha day, man. Don't argue on her behalf, brother. That's, man.
Anton Daniels, this is not your world, and you can't have everything your way. Who knows? Next hit might be O'Shea Du Jackson, Kwame Brown, Corey Holcomb, LaKeisha Keisha, Mike Drop BBQ, House of...
Oh, look, and then you have another Keisha named Keisha. You can't make this up. But on today's show, we talking about the Chiquita. Let's go.
Hypocrites. Who knows? Also, make sure you hit that like button. And this is very important. Hype the video. Shout out to John Galt for being able to record this video before Anton was able to scrub it from the original live stream. This your boy Freezy signing out, and y'all.
Right, shout outs to Freezy. All right, let's see what we got next. Hold on.
Forget having a book thrown at her. They threw the whole library.
Now this Keisha or Chiquita is getting sued for $10 million off of TikTok. God damn.
Well, thank you, girl. Squirt the sprinkle.
10 buckaroos.
Now you know you gotta break the game down a little bit more because they might be slow.
2 hours and 38 minutes into the madness. Getting to the next segment. Please hit the like button and support the show. Hoo-wee. Let's go. It's player talk.
They threw the whole $10 million. $10 million. And you know what? Good for her. You know, she got on TikTok talking about a case, turning people into suspects, lying on people, and the only proof she had was.
Oh damn! So she was being active Keisha. Okay, hit her with a 10-piece.
She's a psychic. That's it. That's it. No physical proof. No, nothing tangible. nothing, just tarot cards, and she's a psychic. So they took her to court, and yeah, they gave her that business. And you know what gave her the ammo to do this? Her followers, the people who were following her, which was the Short Bus Brigade. And instead of them saying, hey, you know what, this ain't right what you're doing, they amped her up. And for clout, you are now in debt for $10 million. 10. Hold on. Let's play this.
Here in Boise, Idaho for the TikTok site.
Hold on.
All right, so we just got out of court here in Boise, Idaho for the TikTok psychic's case, and she lost massively. I have never seen a defamation case this big because she now has to pay the professor $10 million. $5 million of those dollars are in punitive damages just alone. So, I mean, this is insane. And this is just a massive lesson to, hey, maybe it's a really bad idea to accuse an innocent professor of committing a quadruple homicide and having some relationship with one of their students. Who would have thought that would be a bad idea?
And that's what she was doing. I remember this story. And I was like, is she really up here lying? Just making this up? Because I was like, how can you just come out and accuse somebody? And I knew it was going here. I knew it was going to court. I knew it was going to court. I was like, this is reckless. This is reckless. And when I didn't see her going to court, I totally forgot about it, right? Totally forgot about the case and everything, right? Because the case was everywhere, right? But when I found out that she was going to court, that that it was in process, and that she got hit with $10 million, I was like, good for her. Good. That's what you call real justice. Hit him in the pockets. She's done. There's no getting out of that. $10 million for clout. Finito. Anyway, let's go.
But she didn't only do that. No, she did that repeatedly, over and over and over again. After cease and desist, after multiple cease and desist, after the police came out and said, hey, no, this is not true, she's not a suspect, after they arrested the guy who actually did it, after they charged and sentenced the guy currently has life in prison, but she's still adamant that the professor was behind all of this. And because of that, and because she kept on spreading this misinformation on her social media, she now is essentially in $10 million of debt. This is generational debt.
Right.
For some absolute stupidity. Why would you ever do this? I don't understand what the upside here was. But regardless.
She's from the rat community. You won't understand, Brad. She's from the rat community. I say so, therefore I'm right. Nobody can convince me. I said what I said. That's what that was. I said what I said into $10 million. That's what that was. Now,
and any man, just kind of like Tasha K's situation, and any man gets with her is damn near gonna have to incur or take on that debt also. Yeah, I heard Tasha K never paid, like she went to Africa and some other stuff, you know. Crazy as cat shit, man. Let's go.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna play another clip to explain and exactly what happened. Let's go to the next clip. Now listen. Remember, they was telling her, even the police, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Back off. Warning her. Chill. What you're doing is not good, and it's only going to bite you. It's going to come back. It's going to come back. and she didn't listen. She kept doubling down. Listen.
And
What?
commented and asked me how I felt about Rebecca Schofield's alibi that she was not in Idaho during the murders. For the life of me, I don't understand why y'all believe anything this lady say, but I get giving people the benefit of the doubt. I'm 100% convinced of everything that I've alleged. I've done over 100 videos regarding this case.
No evidence, y'all.
I am convinced that what I'm saying is true.
So this TikToker is...
Now, before we get to the next clip, this is Ray William Johnson. He's been on YouTube forever, right? One of the first videos I seen was an old video. Y'all probably know about this video. It's called Unforgiven, right? It's hilarious. It's a black dude in the woods, and he's telling a story, and it was, I think he was like one of the first videos I seen. Very, 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 very very legendary video. That video, Unforgiven. If you know, you know. But around that time too, back then, he was making videos, right? And he's still making videos on YouTube. He's been around for a while, this guy Ray William Johnson. But he's going to explain the whole situation.
I remember him. He looked like the dude. He always reminded me of the dude from not Panic at the Disco. What's the dude that sing that song? Yeah, She Will Be Loved song. I forgot the name of that group. But anyway. Knock on my window, tap on my window, knock on my door. I wanna make you feel beautiful. Head ass. All right.
How all this started. So listen up.
Psychic, or she claims to be. And one night something crazy happened. She was scrolling.
Oh my God. Like, these women don't understand. Like respect the people that came before you and failed. Miss Cleo. Anyway.
Through her feed, and she hears about an ongoing murder case of some college students, the Idaho 4. So she busts out the tarot cards and does a reading, and that's when she gets a vision. The killer in that case must be someone connected to the nearby university, the history department.
The cards just kept saying history, history, history.
So she goes to the University of Idaho History Department website and sees the first name that comes up right at the top of the page. We'll call her Professor. That's it. It must be the professor who unalived the Idaho 4.
The spirit.
This is crazy. But that's them. I'm telling you, this is them.
It said there was a teacher involved.
So she starts making TikToks talking about what she found. And she starts publicly accusing the professor of committing this brutal crime.
How she implemented it, how she planned it.
Oh, and she didn't make just 1 or 2 videos. She probably made over 100. Honestly, I couldn't even count them all. And that collection of videos got millions of views. But the accusations weren't just about unaliving. She also claimed the professor was in a romantic relationship with one of the victims. And that the professor unalived the 4 college students to keep the affair from coming to light.
But this
she turned the professor into Jason Voorhees. Can you imagine the professor finding out this and thinking, what? Just straight up lying. You turned the professor into a monster. Over what? A thought, a dream, and you just picked her out? It's crazy. This is crazy.
Relationship.
What's even more dangerous, right? What's even more dangerous is all the people that was following her. This shows you just how short bus the rat community is. This is crazy for them to even follow this. But that's why I tell you to stay away from them, black men. That's why this is crazy. This is crazy.
Right? About Kaylee and being with Kaylee.
Now keep in mind, the only source she cited for this are her psychic visions and her tarot cards. So the professor, who's an actual living human being, saw all this and was like, what the f***? And she sends a cease and desist to Tarot Card Lady. And Tarot Card Lady just doesn't give a damn.
I have to put this demand letter Rebecca Schofield attorney sent me by the tissue so I can wipe my with it.
And so the professor's basically like, all right, fine. And she sues her for defamation. And Tarot Card Lady still not continues to mock her. And then she even goes on cable news to accuse her.
When I go to court and they see the evidence or they see how I connect the dots.
And because of these videos, the police, they start looking into the professor. And guess what they found?
Nothing. Right.
Nothing.
We ain't found shit.
There was no record of any of them taking any of her classes. The professor wasn't even in Idaho when this happened, so it was easy to clear her name. But then, right after that, boom! Police finally arrest a suspect, and surprise, surprise, it's not the professor. And did that shut Tarot Card Lady up? No, it did not.
This is exactly why when I said I was chosen for this or I was sent for this and that God sent me on a mission to help with this.
Look at her. This is right before she got hit with the 10.
All right, my bad, y'all. I'm back. Give me 1 second. I'm in the background working. Please hit the like button and support the show via Cash App, via PayPal. If you are enjoying the show, support the show. Give me 1 second. We're going to get back to the Chiquitas. All right, the Chiquitas. Let's go. Hold on. One second. Yeah, they always got to bring God into this shit. Listen. You should expect nothing less. You know, you should expect nothing less because they already messed up in the Garden of Eden. Y'all niggas don't understand. What does Eve have to lose, y'all? Y'all go look at my masterful show. It's an old show from back in the day. Type in DJ Kuda, women's secret relationship with snakes. Real talk, the devil didn't have to convince Eve to do some shit she was gonna do anyway. So don't be surprised when you hear them bringing God into some BS. Because there's always some phantom nigga they gotta blame shit on. For sure. Let's go.
The 10 M's. This was she thought. She thought it was over 75,000.
I think this is how y'all want me to feel about a measly ass $75,000 lawsuit that I'm gonna win. Oh my God. Killer Rebecca is suing me.
Comment section, all you see is this right here. This is all you see. It is this right here. This is all you're seeing in the comment section. You know, Rod, do you want to know why? Because when you look at the rat community, right, and everybody experience, circumstances from people from the rat community. They experience, run-ins. They experience tragedies with people from the rat community. One thing they understand about the rat community is they don't take accountability for anything they do. It's always somebody else. Even when they're proven wrong, they act just like little kids. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to put that on little children. They're in the league of their own. I'm not even going to do that to kids. They're in the league of their own. They don't take any responsibility at all. None. She was proven wrong on so many fronts. Even when the guy Even when the real monster was caught, she still kept going. Do you understand? She still kept going. When the real monster was caught, she kept going. You know why? Because instead of saying she was wrong, she wanted to save face. She didn't want to, basically say, I'm sorry. Didn't want to say I'm sorry. No. The pride, the ego. I don't care what y'all say. I'm right. And the reason why it was so hard for her to say she was wrong, because she did too much damage. Too much damage. She made over 100 videos.
Damn.
She made bank off of these videos. So she can't just say, you know what?
See, it's like stealing from a store. They let you get to if you keep stealing from the same store, they let you get to a certain limit before they really, throw the book at you or take you to court or even swoop in and catch you. Give me 1 second. Gotta catch up on everything. All right, hold on. Yeah, they let you get to a certain limit before they swoop in. Is that the maid from Get Out? Oh my God.
Well, she can, but in her mind, she can't just say, you know what, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It wasn't supposed to be like that. I take full responsibility. No, because she did too much damage. So she just kept saying, no, she don't care. She can sue her. It's only for a measly $50,000, $75,000. Are you slow? Well, of course she is, because $75,000. You thought that you was going to court for $75,000.
What's going on, Cynical?
How's it? Where did that come from? You ruined somebody's career. A professor at that. The judge looked at you, and what did he saw? He looked at the professor and saw a professional. A professional. That's what he saw. He saw a professional. He saw an academic. He saw a person that actually contributes to society immensely. And then he looked at her and said, this is a hood rat who was just lying for attention and making bank off of it. You know how disgusted they must have been to hit her with 10 million? They must have been wild disgusted. Not just the judge, because the judge didn't come back with the verdict. It was the jurors. The jurors came back and looked at her and was like, the nerve of this hood rat.
Damn.
To come out of nowhere and destroy this academic's life just because she knew she can do it with her following and knew that being salacious is the fastest way to notoriety when it comes to social media, by just throwing out these accusations with no proof at all. No proof, nothing. No proof, nothing. Yeah, this is definitely going on a send-off. I'm definitely putting this in a send-off. Yeah, this is insane. But yes, hit with the hood rat, got hit with the 10 million. Good for her. She's never going to get out of debt. Her great-grandchildren is going to have to pay that off. Good. good. Great grandchildren. You know Keisha don't accumulate no type of wealth. Good for her. Nasty work right here, man. Nasty work.
Poor.
Salute.
Man. What y'all call him, the Keisha Sonar channel? That's crazy. All right, give me 1 second, y'all.
Forget having a book thrown at her. They threw the whole
cord at her. Hold on.
Want me to tell you what they do for a living in real life?
All right, so you got your boy. Oh, let me subscribe to him. You got your boy Glendon Cameron still going in on Anton because Anton basically took his lane, honestly. And this is sad, but let's go.
All right, so we're discussing the real Anton Daniels, who this dude really is. And I did a little research, and I'm gonna play a tape, and you will see
You had to do research? You had to do research?
similar attributes credited to Anton Daniels. And this will be very much who he is as a person.
Hello, I'm Darren McGinn. Today's topic is looking at a male with histrionic personality disorder. This comes from quite a few questions.
Okay, so this is another guy. You even have the Glacier Man chiming in on the Anton Daniels and Corey situation. I know it's straight up comedy to them. I know it's straight up comedy to them. You did? But let's go.
Questions I've had recently around histrionic personality disorder, and particularly regarding relationships and how it presents in the different sexes. Today, I'm going to be looking at a male with histrionic personality. I'm going to look at some of the common behaviors at the beginning of a relationship, during a relationship, and at the end of a relationship. But just to remind you, this video is for information purposes only. Now, histrionic personality disorder is characterized by exaggerated emotionality and attention-seeking behaviors. It's part of the Cluster B group of personality disorders, which also includes narcissistic personality, borderline personality, and antisocial personality. And these are all characterized by dramatic, erratic, excitable, and volatile behaviors. It's often confused with narcissistic personality because a lot of the behaviors are very similar. However, there are differences, and I did outline the differences in a previous video.
I'm just sitting here, and you know, when I was doing the disruptive male training, one of the things I noticed is the average man cannot get the woman that he wants.
And that's the crazy thing. I think Anton does have a good Glacier audience, but I think at his height, Glendon Cameron had a really big Glacier audience also. I think he was claiming conservative too at one point too. Anton is kind of like a carbon copy if you kind of think of it, of not necessarily Glendon Cameron, but that archetype. But let's go.
Typically, the average man is dealing with women he will tolerate. And I want you to think, I really want you to think, how many people, let's say you're in a relationship and you go on the internet and you're talking about, I can tell my wife anything. I can tell her that I want to bust down another chick. Okay, I would never go to my boo and say, hey baby, I'm feeling sexually frustrated with you and I want to go out and try this other chick. Are you okay with that? That is the epitome of disrespect. The epitome of disrespect. Now, you know, this whole notion of it, because I find it to be interesting how the internet Well, it's not interesting. The internet has turned on him because he is a egotistical, combative, controversial figure. He likes living in that drama loop. And this whole thing with all my girls get manis and petties, that's pimp talk. But he's not a pimp. This man doesn't have the sexual chemistry, the ability, the skill sets to get women who want him with burning desire. He does not have those characteristics. Number one, he's short.
Bro, paying for coochie and then turning around talking about women having burning desire for you is crazy. It's like, why would you care about one or the other? Give me 1 second. Hit the like button, y'all. Support the show. Let's go.
Number two, he's pudgy. Number three, he doesn't know how to speak to women.
What's going on, Kevin Kelly? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Let's go.
On the intimate level, he just doesn't. So what you're seeing is the real Anton Daniels, a clumsy.
Yeah, he acting like these chicks having a fever dream slumber party about you. It's like, nigga, these chicks ain't dreaming about you, man. Burning desire. Like, what, nigga, what? What's going on, Insane One? 3 hours and 7 minutes into the madness of cold, hard work and go hard Skrilla. Please hit the like button and support the show. That's ridiculous. Please share the show. It's Player Talk Radio. We are in the building, giving y'all some good content. Let's go. Glendon Cameron telling us the real Anton Daniels is on deck. The story of Shady Daniels. Whatever this means. Let's go.
Weak, feminine man.
That's the Insane One in the building. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, my brother, as always. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm working in the background. Let's get it.
That has access to a lot of money. Now, let's look at who Anton was before the money. I'm a moral dude. All the people in my family have been married and stayed married.
Well, look, it's like what May said. If money hasn't corrupted you, you haven't made enough yet. If money hasn't corrupted you, you haven't made enough yet.
I want to be the man my daughter, like the man my daughter will marry. I want to be, and all of that was a facade. It was a complete other facade, because that's not who he.
And who cares? Who cares?
He really was. And some of his earlier videos, like, you know, I'm going out, I got $1,000 on me, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, what does that convey? What does it convey? In this combative nature, and, you know, rest in peace, Alan. Roger Curry did a video defending me, and no one wanted to hear it. And I'm going to go deeper with this, and I'm going to talk about the sexual repression of a lot of black people. A lot of black people have some seriously.
Nah, black people need to slow down on some goddamn sex. That's all we push in the black community. Sex, 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 sex. And you got people saying stupid shit in the chat because they think you lack sex or some goofy long-term relationship with some woman controlling you. Is always straight up promoted in the black community. We promote sex more than any other race. Let's go.
Sexual repressed agency in them. To see a man who had sexual power, this is something that the average black person isn't used to seeing on a large scale now. Because that's what I represented. I had sexual power over women. I mean, it got to the point where it became like an intimate part of me that I could literally be out in public and there could be, like, say, a group of 30 women, and I can individually, with great accuracy, pick out all of the submissive women in that group of 30 women without fail. Walk up and say virtually whatever I want to say and get away with it. Anton Daniels does not have that type of sexual character. He just doesn't. And
bro, we don't care what type of character you have in your bedroom activities, bro. This is weird.
One of the things that he sees, and this is why he came from me. He saw I had sexual agency. I had no shame. I talked about it. And then this whole notion with the internet. And I'll say something else. I made a video talking about R. Kelly, and I'll stand by those statements. Now, here's the statements that I made. The women who engaged with R. Kelly knew exactly what they were doing. But because of
no shit,
the law, and which I find to be interesting, you're at a certain age, you cannot consent to sex, but you could do everything else. You can literally join the military and go to war, but you cannot consent to sex. I think that's just crazy. Going back, and if you don't believe me, you can research this on the internet. Elvis Presley was the age of 24 years old, and he was dating a 14-year-old who later on became his wife. This is on the internet. So,
yeah, but they don't care about white men dating younger women. And to a certain degree, the white woman won't come on here and really trash. It won't really trash her man for doing that. You know? Anyway, give me 1 second. Plus, those guys are darlings, man. They even made songs about it or stole people's dances and shit. So,
older men with younger women has been going on since the beginning of time. But for some,
that's a Larry Legend in the building. Let me know if y'all rocking with the show. We're gonna read the poll soon. Hit the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Let's go.
Reason in 2020, now it's like If you're like 2 years older than the woman, you're grooming her. This woman, I think her name is Drea Michelle.
And he said he got a girlfriend that he's 30 years older than. So
he got pregnant by this young NBA guy. And she's, I think, in her late 30s or 40s.
You're not going to use that term.
And people on the internet was calling her a sexual predator. She was a pretty ass black woman. She was fine. He saw her. He got horny. He wanted to have sex with her. She said okay, and she got pregnant. How is that woman a sexual predator? I mean, the stupidity. This was on the Joe Budden podcast. He called her a sexual predator. Now, one of the things I consistently see is a lot of these hosts will use inflammatory language to push their show, to push their agenda, whether it makes any sense or not. But when Joe Budden said that, I was like, you must be crazy. This woman is not a sexual predator. He was a young man. He saw a fine ass black woman and he wanted to fuck her. And that's what he did. But back to Shady Daniels. There is so much with this guy.
And see, they won't do that in return. No matter how much old dudes they dated and fucked and chucked, you know? Yeah, pedo's playing it. That's funny. Yeah, if she ain't old enough to go to the bar, she can't get in my car. No Don Julio for you. Yeah, she does have a son his age. She does have a son his age. The only thing that makes it look not so bad is because he's a basketball player or an athlete, you know.
Guy. Literally, there are tons of people. Now, this is what's funny. This is what's hilarious. There's a ton of smaller YouTubers all over Shady Daniels. They're all over him. They make a video after him. Mika, they make a video after her. But the larger YouTubers are leaving this alone. For some reason, they're leaving this alone.
No, they actually did a couple of videos on it, but then they stopped earlier than these other channels. So
now, when it came to me, everybody jumped on it. Everyone jumped on it. People thought my YouTube career was over.
yeah, 10 years is a safe limit, I would say, if that's the type of relationship that you're going to get into. But hey.
And from a day-to-day standpoint, it did nothing to me. It's just now I have this, there's a group of people who will call me a sexual predator because of the video that Anton Daniels made with no facts, no agency, nothing they can prove. But because he made that video about me, that's one of the things that's out there. And now, I don't think what's happening to him was anything close to what happened to me. And because one of the things was I had a business that was doing really well and I was living well. And actually, that's when I bought the 2022 Porsche 911 Turbo S. I was just living my life. I didn't really care about these small-minded people who basically, this is a group of folks who are struggling to pay their rent right now. These are the people. And I was like, it doesn't make any sense to even pay attention to these folks. But back to Shady Daniels. One of the things that I see is that the internet at large is full of people who look for someone to follow. And he dropped the right jewels, he said the right things, and a bunch of people followed him. Now, right now, he's getting publicly publicly executed. His image is public.
Look at how Johnny come lately he is. Like, this is the tail end of it. It's like literally a small fire at the moment. It's dead. And a lot of these channels are disappearing within the last week. Come this week, come on now. Oh, what extra information about Anton Daniels are y'all gonna give out that ain't already out now? Anton ended up winning in this situation.
images being executed, but there's a group of people who will not touch this. O'Shea Duke Jackson, he actually made a video about me in relation.
That nigga overtouched it, fondled it even. Shit.
To Anton Daniels, and it was really about me, not Anton Daniels. And then I literally kind of pulled away from that stuff, but now I'm speaking my mind because from a psychological standpoint, this dude is damaged. He's damaged. And what I predict as, I don't think she would divorce him now because it's too public.
Yeah, his last show was kind of crazy. I was gonna do a recap of it. And you know, Craig Fax was saying that, oh, he got botted and all this other stuff, and these are bots and everything else under the sun. You know, Corey needs to go back to regular content, but unfortunately, I hope they're not exposing that Corey didn't have no content, which he did. And it would be a bummer if he can't get back to it, but he's still talking about it. And what's sad is that people are waiting. It's like it's like an anticipation. They're waiting once a week, and it's like, bruh. So yeah. And plus, literally, when there's attention on something and then the attention goes away, the views are supposed to drop because it's like, oh, this was that series, you know? You know, things are supposed to come to an end. When that story comes to an end, the views should drop because most people are nosy and they're into gossip. See, this is how YouTubers get you. It's like, bro, the views should, everybody's views should drop. Especially if the content creator don't know how to hold their attention and stuff like that after that. So instead of pivoting mid-show, these content creators were doing full Anton shows instead of splitting it up and be like, hey, you know, let me talk about UFOs for like 10 minutes and 40 minutes and then get back to Anton. Or, hey, let me talk about Anton first and then we switch to UFOs, or we switch to UFOs now. So hear me talk about something that else is interesting. And then, you know, stick around. We're going to get into Anton. And then, you know, they probably, if it's live or whatever, or they don't skip it, then they probably, you know, watch till they get to the Anton content. See, they don't know how to cycle in other topics that they're probably knowledgeable in or, you know, talented in. They don't know how to do that. They just turned their channel into a Anton and Corey promotion channel. So, hey, I don't know.
But I would not be surprised in the next 2 years if those two get divorced. Wouldn't be surprised at all, because one of the things that I've seen from people in these open relationships, and then we'll talk about that, is it's cool as long as it's just regular folks. But if someone comes in that is super special, super attractive, this is when the problems begin. And it's just a matter of time before one of them drop in. I think Anton is like 44, something like that. And it's, because this is the thing I saw. Couples who would engage in this stuff, as long as it was with sex with a regular person, it was fine. But if they come across this super special person, problems would begin. This is when divorces would happen. My personal recommendation, if you're married, do not bring another person into your bedroom. Man, woman, do not do that. I would never disrespect my boo, Tressie, by saying, hey, let's bring another woman into the, I wouldn't do that. I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't do that. Because she's enough. I don't need another woman in bed with us because she's enough. But if you need extra, you're basically saying that my wife, my girlfriend, isn't enough. She's not enough, so I need some extra sauce on my nuggets. But he's a damaged person. This is the reason he came after me so hard, because he saw that I had sexual agency, had sexual power, And the thing is, I was putting in tons of receipts, and you know, people were getting mad because it's like, how can he get those kind of women? And right now, this is something else too. If you were to go to Truly, a YouTube channel, Truly, you will see story after story after story of regular run-of-the-mill guys with extraordinarily beautiful women. Story after story. And I keep trying to tell dudes, women do not look at us the same way that we look at women. But for some reason, they don't want to hear me. But once you develop your sexual agency to a very high level, it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter. And this is one of the things that most men don't know. I mean, once you understand this about women, and once you understand that, like literally, if I approach 10 women, I would say maybe 3 would say no. So my success rate would be around 70%. I'll take that all day long. You mean to tell me if I talk to 3 women, 2 of them are gonna say yes? The odds are in my favor. But once again, the average man is a little punk bitch, scared to talk to women, scared to put his intentions and his desires out there in public because it's like, she may say no. Fine, she said no, move on to the next one, right? But Shady Daniels has perpetrated a fraud, and now people are going in on him and they're looking at him, and it's all over Reddit and stuff. And this whole notion of him being a fake person, which is something that I said a long time ago, but because, you know, people wanted to label me a sexual predator, it's like, well, we're not going to listen to him. Now you're seeing the real Anton Daniels come out. Now you're seeing who he really is as a person, and he's not a good person. He's not. And this Mika chick, she was married and she's flying up to Detroit to have sex with Anton, disrespecting her husband.
All right, bro. This nigga is late. Keisha, she done got over 100K sub. Damn, you even got this Mike TV.
To be real, or somebody they consider to be a stand-up guy, that had a negative impact. Now these guys go as far as to say that the comment section is actually trying to give him some advice and telling him to move on from this whole situation, stop bringing it up and stop bitching and stop complaining. The same comment section is actually giving him some real advice. The comment section is probably in his eyes negative. He's saying that those are bots, bro. He's saying that these are bots.
This is them
real, or somebody
saying that Anton's show is losing views. Give me 1 second.
they consider to be a stand-up guy, that had a negative impact. Now, these guys go as far as to say that the comment section is actually trying to give him some advice and telling him to move on from this whole situation, stop bringing it up and stop bitching and stop complaining. The same comment section is actually giving him some real advice.
What's going on?
The comment section is probably in his eyes negative. He's saying that those are bots, bro. He's saying that these are bots. Him and Craig are really up on this podcast right now saying that the comment section are bots. No, these are real people. These ain't nobody this is not nobody. This is not no hidden agenda that somebody put against you to try to smear campaign or smear your name. These are comments that you made. And the comment section is just your fans. A lot of these are even your members. So when you even in your chat, when you live in the original, when you really go live, the only people that can even comment is your members. So half the time it's not even like somebody that never saw you before. These episodes previously, and they were actually probably fans, and now they back on the episodes and like, bro, this dude is talking about the same thing.
Yeah. Man, what's up? We are back. The most what would you call this show nowadays?
The most hated, lied on.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, the most hated, lied on.
They're kind of just, I hate to say it, but they're kind of just sitting there, all three of them. Kind of just. Oh, man.
Oh,
anyway.
spend whatever money at all costs to bring them down because ain't no motherfucking Backdoria up here at show. Anyway, yo, man, this is funny. What was y'all telling me earlier? Because I already knew this anyway. I just didn't have a word for it.
Oh, just these bot sites, man. These bot attacks, you know.
But not just the sites. We were also reminding him that in chats, live chats, show
those
chats.
are night bots in the chat. In the chat is night bots. In the comments, I mean, is bots. You can program.
Explain what you're saying.
So you can go on bot sites and you could pay to have 1,000 different accounts send you messages or variations of the same messages from a targeted demographic. You know, if you say you pay for 1,000, 200 to come from black women between the ages of 15 and 25, then another 250 of the messages will come from black women between the ages of 50 and 60, and then another 500 will come from young black males between the ages of 20 and 35, and then you could program it, you can customize it to leave messages at different variations, different times, like 3:15.
But make sure you explain, like, because some people don't even know what you talk about.
Yes, bot sites where they have
bot sites where people talking shit.
Yeah,
it look like it's a person talking shit,
but it's a bot. Yeah.
It's a bot.
Right. So and it'll, when they stick it on your page, it could have certain keywords. Anytime you say ant or anytime you.
Oh no, we got to test out that D Chicago might be a bot. You might have to test this theory out, y'all.
You say that's funny, or anytime you say Backdoria, it'll leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be variations. It'll be 50 variations of the same comment. You know what I'm saying? So when you start seeing them types of tirades, these blitzkriegs of certain types of messages, that's all bots and night bots and
things where I'm like, is that a real girl talking? Because you can see when they talk, it looks delayed a little.
One comment. So you've been on the internet 11 years. You made one comment. That's a bot. You've been on the internet 2 years. You made 2 comments. That's a bot.
Now, being delusional is not always a bad thing. Now, trust me, sometimes what you got to do to be successful in this world, you got to be kind of crazy. Hearing older people kind of talk about like technology and how they think things works pretty funny, but it's like, I get it, but that's not how they work. That was not bots at all. These are real people giving their honest opinion on how they feel about the situation. You can't go and blame nobody else but yourself, my G. It's not TMZ. You know what I'm saying? It's not no bots. Nobody has a hidden agenda against you. This is just people just making content on the stuff that you was talking about.
People, you know.
And you can set stuff up where you can use on your sites, right?
Right.
You can set it up where you can avoid certain comments by hashtagging or making those particular words stand out. Like you could say, if any comment comes through that has this particular word in it, let's say, right? And then it won't even allow it.
And
go ahead.
And the idea is just to oversaturate somebody's timeline and messages to kind of try to take the wind out of the fan base, you know what I mean? To get people to believe in shit that ain't really for real, you know what I'm saying? So
Start little fake arguments.
It's a campaign.
Maybe you should just switch it up a little bit, but no, it's the bots, you know what I'm saying? Things could be a little bit different. Maybe just switch it up, maybe pivot, but you know what you're doing. You know, that's how you're gonna do it. And then Corey once again always plays this tough guy role. It's like, bro, can we cut it out? Can we stop it? That's not how this works, bro. Bro, you're almost like 58 years old at the end of the day. What you gonna do if you walk up on somebody and you ask them, like, say what you just said about me in them videos, and then I repeat what I said? What you gonna do? Not even me, just anybody. What you gonna swing on them? What you think gonna happen after that? What you think gonna happen if you just swing on a grown man and either you make contact or not? What you think gonna happen? Like, it's not gonna be as easy as you just think. You can't really just act off somebody making a comment or somebody saying things out their mouth. I mean, hey, your name is your name. So you gotta stand on your principles, you gotta stand on your morals, and I get it. But how far is you really willing to take it? How far are you really willing to go? How far are you really ready to crash out over some comments that somebody made? Hey, but I mean, this is the tough guy role, I get it. You mean, you try to do the tough guy role, saying you was gonna take people YouTube money, I guess that didn't go well. Like, these empty threats, they don't go nowhere. Nobody's really affected. Nobody's scared. Nobody's hiding from anything at all. At the end of the day, this is people just making statements about comments that you made.
If I said something about you, that's because I know I'm willing to say it if you're standing in front of me. And I think we need to remember that code as we are watching what's happening out here. If you are around a man that you ain't never seen nothing before, when people are standing in front of him, he does not have the credibility to be taken seriously. Because sometimes you're going to go against somebody that might be bigger than you, somebody that might have a bigger army than you. See, once you reach a certain level, not only do you not fold, you just don't do whole shit because you be like, I can't even bring myself to do it. Like, for example, all of the sissies that's bringing up the PDF shit, you won't say that in a man's face because men will be like, okay, it's time to go off script because the script we running is to be safe. We want to be safe. We want to be in a situation where it ain't no drama. But some men in your face, they antagonize you on purpose, which happened up here. One day when you wasn't up here, it was somebody sitting in that seat.
Have you ever thought once, instead of like saying it was TMZ, because everything started to happen after the incident with Anton. When you had the incident with Anton, that's when everything started to unravel. That's when everything started to take place. The video you hitting the woman came out. That got exposed. More of the PDF allegations, a lot of the weird, nasty comments that you was making, those came out right after the incident. So, I mean, who is there to blame? Hey, I would have been questioning Anton before I started to question TMZ. Because what makes you think that you that big or that you that relevant in a space to where, like, TMZ is going to drop a bag like that on you? Like, my G, this is a very small niche that we in right now. Like, this isn't really nothing that's mainstream. Like, people that's watching this video right now, we probably all entertain the same kind of content. We are our own group. We ain't really the people that be watching CNN and, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's not us. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. If you listen right now, you get what I'm saying. This is our demographic. So TMZ ain't tripping off you, my G.
Just saying wild ass shit for no reason. It all has context. So when the context from a layered conversation, a multi-dimensional conversation, and is presented in the context of a narrative, the fact that most people don't understand that is crazy to me.
Well, shit. If you dealing with bots and Backdoria, how do you think the world is going to function in a way where we can be productive? Bots and Backdoria. Just think about it.
Right.
You talking to a man, he might be a bot. You watching a video. Is that the video for real?
Right.
You look at what this world has been. It's not even real. Your eyes are seeing people talk that look human, but it ain't even a human being. It's a bot.
Right.
And to go as far as to say that, like, all the clips are taken out of context, no, these clips were not taken out of context. These are the comments that your co-host made, Craig. Corey up there talking crazy. He be up there, and all we doing is just commentating on the stuff that we see, the stuff that we hear, and that's just what it is. It's not no bots. It's not nothing make-believe. It's nothing fake down there. This is stuff that y'all saying. Well, this ain't you, Craig. My bad. This is stuff that your co-host was saying. This stuff that Corey be making the comments about. We just speaking on it. Like, you just don't play around with kids and sex jokes. Them don't go hand in hand. That don't go together at all. That don't.
No, they actually do. It's called dark comedy. All right, give me 1 second. I'm back. Shout outs to everybody here. Listen, y'all, I want to keep the show going. Let's try to get at least 1 or 2 supporters on the field, y'all. It's Player Talk Radio. We slacking with the support, y'all, man. All right, let me catch up. Y'all hit the like button, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, y'all. You said Corey had an agenda to prove he was pro-black and it went horrible. That's what I'm saying. And the only people that turned on him were black people. Insane one said, I was just about to say that. Yeah, the only people that turned on him were black people. He said, like, Kuda, you went and paid for a D Chicago bot. You was about to say D Chicago is a bot? Shit. Yeah, D Chicago be a good ass bot now. Yeah, like when you type something in the chat and then it reads it, it's like a prompt, a response prompt that comes up, you know. Yeah, man. You got people that nerdrotic and stuff. You got people that just show up, you know. Insane One was there, and shout outs to the sister. You know, I showed her love. She cool. I like her too. But I said, damn, this person went live yesterday and literally just going live, just blessed. And here I am working my ass off, giving y'all so much content. And it's like, damn. And shout outs to the people that do support the channel. Much love, and I really appreciate y'all. But please look at this shit. It's like, dang. I put a whole show together. I got a poll. I got a thumbnail. I got a whole description. You know? And I got to be like, damn, you know, show some love and support to the show. Like, damn, dog. You people just go live, not even talking about nothing for real. But shit. Shout outs to everybody that do support the show, man. It's much appreciated. I want to keep the show going. It's Player Talk Radio. Shout outs to everybody in the building. I am your gracious host, DJ Kuda. Shout outs to War Master, as always, the #1 and supporter and sponsor of today's show. Dropping the $20 on the Cash App. War Master says, Xbox can save Kuda. Why aren't you trying? Yeah, man. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna do another gaming stream on today's show, War Master. You know, and I gotta tell you, you are right. You know, you are absolutely 1,000% correct. You know. Give me 1 second, y'all. Shout outs to War Master. Shout outs to War Master for not being a bot. You know, shit. Thank you, Insane One. Yeah, y'all remember when Hammer was in here getting full support? And then he backed out of his screen, and then y'all saw that he was YouTube botting it up. It was like, God damn. If you're gonna bot your channel, at least hide it. At least hide it. Golly.
Mix, so we can't play around with that. There's nothing about that is funny at all. And then listen how much of a walking contradiction that this man Corey is. Like, he goes as far as to say that some things that somebody else
I'm gonna come back and do another video game stream, War Master.
Says going too
and a one-wheel stream.
Far. Like, but who's to say that it's going too far? Me and you going at it and we at war, anything goes. There's anything on the table. It's not supposed to be fair. I'm not in war with you to be playing fair. I'm trying to win. That's how the game goes.
I ain't want to say nothing about this, but I'm gonna say something about it. Dion Cole was talking.
What's going on, Ed? Good to see you, man. Yeah. Shout outs to Party. Yeah, I don't got enough titties. Yeah, Hammer didn't pay for his bot subscription, so they ate his channel for lunch. Like I said, damn, that's cold-blooded. Started promoting Fortnite and shit. Shit. Yeah. I think D Chicago is a bot. He's a fem bot, you know.
Did a joke on on one of the award shows he was hosting. Well, he made a joke about Nicki Minaj and him stuff talk about his deceased mom and how she should be dug up and all like that.
Yeah.
I just never grew up in a time where you could do that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I never grew up in a time, and I never want to be part of a time where you.
And nobody asked, when did black people become so damn violent?
Can basically say stuff like
And
that from a
heartless.
safe place.
It might be over.
When I grew up, people would come to your house.
It might be over, Corey. We just don't know yet.
What you mean when you say it's over?
I'm just saying all this shit, man.
For Corey to go as far as trying to say that something is going too far when he's literally talking about people's kids, like people's wives, disrespect them in their face, like regardless, you can't have.
So now all of a sudden YouTubers care about this when they wanted to argue with me that, oh man, you could talk about their wife, you could talk about their kids, and now all of a sudden it's more immoral. All right.
No type of feeling, no type of response when people react to the things that you say and you do. I know the consequences that come about the things that I say out my mouth. I can't help when somebody try to respond or how they try to act. You know what I'm saying? That's the consequences come with it. They got to be prepared for that as well. But I know what comes with this. So at the end of the day, Corey, that ain't how this works. Because when people say something about you, you snap, you go crazy. You don't hold nothing back. But I don't know, man. I feel like at this point, Corey gonna have to just figure something else out because he said that he won't even try to. He want to figure out how to peek and pay his co-hosts and figure out how they can get a bag. Like I don't think no big network finna come buy this podcast and do nothing with it because of the way that you handling your business. I feel like at this point, bro, if you're doing a show every,
They absolutely will. Somebody said it would be fucked up if Anton bought his podcast. That would be fucked up. If he sold his podcast and Anton buys it, that would be fucked up. That kind of would be kind of funny though. But anyway, yeah, somebody will buy it. White people, they wait till you sabotage your platform and they swoop in and buy it at a cheaper price. You dig? All right, give me 1 second, y'all. We're gonna close this out and finish up the show. We're gonna come back and do a video game stream and some off-air
Tuesday, they need more consistency than that. You're gonna have to clip up some things or say some little, you know what I'm saying? You could have the page actually could have been monetized a whole lot better to where you could have been paying them like crazy. Like your platform just needs to be set up differently. And then you could actually be making like a killing off the YouTube page. But I don't know why nobody has been.
No, I think he's thinking about, just nuking the platform and then selling it, and then probably come with another show branded differently.
Around you actually talk to you about how you can actually break that down and break your videos up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the live, take them and put them on the actual video section. Like it's a whole lot to go into it, but I don't know, man. Like you could have definitely been paying your co-hosts probably a lot more than you paying them now off these videos and the episodes that you got. But I mean, like, listen, y'all gonna have to let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. What do y'all feel about the Corey Holcomb show? Do y'all feel like it's over? Do y'all feel like this is the end for Corey? I don't know, man. It might be over for this dog because at this point, it's looking real bad. But let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. We almost at 3,000 subscribers, y'all. So if you're watching right now, go ahead and join the family. I really appreciate you watching. Go ahead, smash that like button for your boy. Go ahead and drop it down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. And if you're watching right now, also turn on that notification bell. Also, hype up this video. That's how you can actually push this video, get into the algorithm. I really appreciate y'all watching. Until next time, peace. We out.
Donnell Rollins has joined in on the latest of people who have dogpiled on Corey in this time of controversy, and it was after his appearance on Deon Cole's podcast. While sitting down with Deon, he asked Donnell, "Hey, I know a lot of people are fond of you, but there has to be some people who don't like you." To which Donnell responded, "Let's just get it out the way. I know he's talking about Corey Holcomb because."
So Darnell Rollins, stepped in. I think Corey just need like another week. I mean, or at least do a little bit more content. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not over for him. The viewership is supposed to drop because you're not talking about that content. You're not talking about that topic anymore. So the viewership is supposed to drop. He just had a bunch of guests, and I wouldn't say he necessarily converted the guests that he had with, I mean, a bunch of guests, just new people watching his channel or old people coming back. He just didn't convert them into, okay, something dropped. He didn't convert them. Hold on, y'all. He didn't, with the drama, he just didn't convert them into, what the hell dropped in my studio? He didn't convert them into, I guess, super followers. So, I mean, it happens.
Honestly, we don't know about a lot of beefs that Donnell has been in, and the only one of recent times is with Corey Holcomb. He did not hold back, to say the least. While sitting down, he detailed what it was that was the issue between him and Corey and got into all the details of all the reasons why he doesn't mess with him, even going back to the time that they got into it at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah, those were his viewers to begin with. And I mean, I think he did probably convert some people over, but I mean, they were just there for gossip anyway. You know, so I don't know why he would nuke his channel over that. You know, because sometimes you don't even want those type of subscribers anyway. But hey, but Corey Holcomb does gossips too. You know, gossip too. And there's a difference between what I do and what they do. You know, we don't gossip over here. We break shit down. There's a big difference.
Where he interrupted Corey's set to go off on Corey, to which they had a really, really intense back and forth. This all stems from comments that Corey has made in the past about Donnell's good friend and legendary comedian Dave Chappelle, talking about how Dave is just not funny anymore and continues to bomb on stage at different venues. Now, of course, Donnell is really against those sentiments and has been defending Dave as well as himself from Corey calling him a mild comedian. He also hates the fact that Corey believes that if you've been in 3 movies, you've definitely had to be engaging in backdooria activity, to which he responds, what about talent? Does that even matter? And also the simple question of, who asked you? Now, Donnell went into a lot of detail about why he doesn't mess with Corey and the reasons why they have issues. But what he seemed to forget is that he's sitting across.
Also, too, on the next show, y'all, we're gonna go over Jesse Jackson's funeral. I heard it was a shit show.
Somebody who has a great deal of respect for Corey and somebody who considers him a friend. During their conversation, Dion made sure to give pushback on some of the things that Donnell was saying, realizing that some of the things he was putting out there was probably off of emotion and the fact that he just doesn't like Corey. He also let it be known that Corey was a legend. And
I gotta go get some water. All right.
A genius in his own right. And there are things that he can't say that Corey can say without any repercussions. Now, as of late, we see that certain things have come back to resurface and it's kind of biting Corey in the ass. But for the most part, Dion was absolutely right about the different style of comedy with how Corey does things and how other comedians do things. Now, Donnell was trying to sit there and compete a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, we all know that there's a huge difference between Corey's style of comedy and Donnell's style of comedy. Now, listen to what Donnell had to say in this interview with Deon Cole right here.
You're a very likable person. Everybody love you. Charming. Charming and shit. Right. You're a great person, but I'm quite sure there's some people that don't like you.
Okay, let's address it.
I'm just asking.
Corey Holcomb was not a fan of mine. Used to be a fan. Yep. Not a fan.
Dude, that whole situation, I still don't understand what happened.
I don't understand. Here's the unfortunate.
What would happen?
Here's the unfortunate thing about that situation. You know my demeanor. I don't really people too much.
Right.
You see me, I'm always, I don't be about. And CH was one of the people that I would talk to distant. And then, he has a platform.
Yeah.
And has a lot of fans that love him.
Yeah.
That love his point of view.
Hey, one of the funniest motherfuckers in the country.
He built the crowd. He got a following. I think they call him the 5150ers.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And they serious. So much when I go to the show, I know who they are.
Yeah.
I could look at them like, yeah,
stupid.
They be laughing at me like this. So you're 5150.
Old Spice dude is hilarious. right, let's go.
Right? And then I will say, like, people can say they want to say, I have a sense of loyalty toward Dave. People can say whatever they want, you know. He's done shit for me, I've done shit for him. As much as he gave me a platform on Chappelle's show, when he put me in the game, I scored.
So listen, I'm gonna actually, because this is kind of off topic, I'm gonna actually save this for the next show. Give me about an hour or two. We're gonna do another show because I gotta get some water. I'm gonna go catch the market. Give me about an hour or two, y'all. All right. Shout outs to everybody here. Shout outs to War Master as always, supporting the show. Shout outs to everybody waking up and tuning in. Give me 1 second. We're gonna have to do a part 2. It's Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host, DJ Kuda. Right back at the
Try your final card, Yugi. Cause after that, 3 blue eyes white dragon are gonna mash up your blood clot. It over. It not done yet, Kaiba. Cause me have this. Exodia, the wicked one. What that? Me have all 5 pieces pon the field. Lord God, it's a really Exodia. Yugi, you know easy. Now who are gonna get mash up? Exodia, mash up him blood clot! Whoa!
Shout outs to everybody here. We're gonna do a gaming stream. I got you guys. It's Player Talk Radio. See you guys on the next one. Let's go.